price. The little guy fights in the market's night. Hedge funds in fear, the people cheer. Buy, hold the line, this time is mine. Right in the squeeze, on a digital breeze, breaking the chains of financial gains. Wall Street to Main, the tides change. Reddit brigade sticking to their trade. Diamond head strong, right in the wrongs, holding our ground as the clocks go round. Right in
The Dow and the S&P finding their way to positive territory on the day.
on a digital
U.S. bond markets remain lower near the lows of the day, yields near the highs, but stocks have rebounded, particularly in the S&P and the Dow.
of financial gains. Wall Street to Main, the tides change. Reddit brigade sticking to their trade. Diamond hands strong, right in the wrongs, holding our ground as the clocks go round. Right in the squeeze, on a digital breeze, breaking the chains of financial gains. OMG. Wake up, see the screen. GME, AMC. Hold tight to my dream. Diamond has you see. Just go up and down, never gonna frown. All to the moon, hit that rocket soon. Holding tight, diamond hands in the night. Price rise
morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope you like my sweet songs. Too funny, too funny. We're gonna get started. How's everyone doing this morning? Happy Friday, Trader Jans. Morning Tulip, morning T-Rabbit. Say Jai Jan. What's up, Joe? Omar, what's up? Steven, Sean, Stinky Man, David, Jim, Omar. Up again. What's going on, everybody? What's up, Direwolf? Oh yeah, it's Friday. You know the thing about Fridays? You gotta take Fridays chill. You know why? Because you want to enjoy your weekend. It's gonna be a fun session today. We got Roaring Kitty going live. I've never actually been on one of his lives, so I gotta hop in. So we're gonna be watching that. I'll have it up on stream, and I'll just probably watch individual names while it's going on. See if there's anything cool happening. All right, we're gonna hop into it now. Okie dokie, artichoke. All right, let's take a look here. We had some of the jobs numbers out. How did the market respond? I think that's the most important piece. The market so far is flat on the trading session. Started out a little bit lower, and now we're up. We're actually trading outside of the weekly expected move. Remember, there's always a higher probability that we come back in, but right, if we break from it, we can see pretty strong moves. Now, when I look at market net flow for the start of the trading session, market net flow is kind of giving us insight of some chop. There's a bearish divergence in market net flow, and currently right now we have no convergence. The no convergence, while we have a bearish divergence, tells us that we can actually have a contra move. That would be to the upside. And that's kind of what we're seeing. In my opinion, here, this would represent a little bit more chop than anything. So if you're going long and playing the move higher, just be aware that we do actually have bearish market net flow today. But just no convergence to it. What did I just do? Whatever that was. Oh, coffee. Coffee be kicking in, man. The coffee be kicking in, man. Oh, yeah. We'll pull up some of these individual names in a moment. I just want to get a good quick glance here at the markets. Today we had 0-day levels at about 53.50 and 53.15. The main level in S&P 500 is that call wall up at 5,400. So if we do get some crazy move to the upside, that would be the level to keep the eye on. I don't see us really breaking far from that level, unless if traders really start reaching up further, which they're just not doing right now. And I can show you that here on this chart right here. So 5,400 is this level right here. You have some traders reaching out, but 5,400 is the bigger level. Okay. NQ for the day. So S&P 500 is going up. NQ is actually still kind of trading within its 30-second opening range. And this blue line right here is the anchored volume weighted price from the jobs report. Okay, so you can see we actually anchored it. It came in, rejected. We tested a bunch of times. We broke through it. Now we're holding currently above it. So below this, or below the opening range, I'd say be more cautious when it comes to the NQ. As far as bookmap goes, S&P 500 is still screaming. Let's see if there's any kind of hidden levels that are of notice here. Nothing of crazy importance. Maybe 53.87 would be a level to keep an eye on. It has about 300 contracts that's up here. 53.90 we'll call it on ES. And we have a couple levels just above us, but they're not gigantic. 53.67. Why did expected EM rise 50% above about a month ago? Why did EM is that a stock, I assume? Okay, so let's look at some market internal. So yesterday's market brief, we talked about how
ARCT presenting new clinical data at a conference on cystic fibrosis off Romeo Charlie Tango, and that their drug is.
Hey Dijan, thanks for subbing to the Twitch channel.
Adverse events.
Yesterday we talked about the 10-year yield, how it was kind of getting a little, burnt up to the downside. And I would potentially expect a bounce, and the bounce could bring a potential, downward pressure on the S&P 500 or tech stocks,
Change of 5.8%
heavy growth names,
after 2 doses.
which it's actually holding up rather well in my opinion. But we did get that bounce, and what we compared it to was oil, right? So oil yesterday, or the last 2 trading sessions, were going up. It's getting some follow through today. And we said that oil has been kind of leading the 10-year yield. It's been pretty tight correlation, but for the most part, it's been leading. And we're noticing the 10-year yield on that jobs data today moving higher. Is this going to have some implications later today? We'll find out. I will note, like I said, market net flow is actually a bearish divergence with no convergence. The market's flat on the trading session, and then we're above the weekly expected move. So the thought here, and I'm not willing to short, but the thought would be that we'd come back in. Okay, and like I said, I'm not really willing to short. If I'm going to put on a short, it'd be on something that went above and beyond crazy and has the potential of coming in, and it would be a very small position. Okay, but my thought process here would be that there's a higher probability that we come back in. Now, if we come back in, what to look for? Well, in this current environment, right, we're above the gamma flip line. Okay, we're above the gamma flip line. God, it's going to be so crazy to see if Roaring Kitty has any effect on the market outside of just these meme stocks. It's going to be really crazy to see this. I'm really excited. Like, it's kind of cool. Like, it's so impressive. Like, I don't know, right? People are up in arms about it. Some people like it, some people don't. I really don't. Look at, in my opinion, I've seen real people that like pump stocks and stuff, and I'm seeing this, and there's a complete black and white difference. All right, so guilty, or innocent until proven guilty if there was actually something bad going on, in my opinion. But as I see it right now, like turning $50,000 into hundreds of millions of dollars is, first off, like, it's a great story. It's very rare. Nobody will do it, right? Like, it's insane. It's so cool. So I can't wait to see what does. Now, if the market pulls in, like I said, positive gamma territory, right? So positive gamma territory, that's where dealers look to buy the dip, sell the rip. So you'd be looking for a dip buy. We're above a rising 5-day moving average here too as well. Okay, so you'd be looking maybe the lower daily expected move, maybe back to the week to date, maybe back to the 5-day moving average. I don't know if we're going to get there today or not, or let alone even the weekly expected move. But given the context of the market right here on Friday, outside of it, this is a cautionary kind of area to not get too crazy. So it'd be, in my opinion, here would be more of an individual stock kind of day to day. All right, and maybe something that's breaking from the S&P 500 correlation, which could be meme stocks. All right, we'll pull those up. Some of the big movers today, like I said, the 10-year yield, the dollar, right? Look at the dollar. So another thing in the market from an intramarket standpoint, which is a little concerning about today's move being flat.
Volume 34% below its 1-month average. Decliners lead advancers by 1.8 to 1. VIX index trading flat at 1255.
Is that there's also negative correlation here. So the dollar being up a lot, the yields being up a lot. My guess would be that silver, gold, right? If we just take a look at what is silver futures? Yeah, there we are. Yeah, silver is getting hit, down 5% today. Gold, would that be coming off? Yeah, gold came off too, so there's that negative correlation, right? And surprisingly enough, though, oil is actually up, right? Let's take a look at copper. I actually interviewed, copper's down. CEO of Calinex Mines, and I'll drop that on Sunday when I'm on vacation. But he gave us some insights into like the copper market and how it kind of relates to AI and stuff. It was kind of a cool conversation. I'll put that out on Sunday. He's a nice guy. High yield is down on the day today. HYG. Junk down on the day. IWM, small caps. Can't catch a break, man. Small caps just like, dude, everyone wants this to see this thing go, and everyone's trying to prepare for it, and I get it because I've traded it multiple times myself. I traded it recently. I traded it from this bottom over here, and I got out of it this day. Because like I just know that like it's very hard to catch the next move, so it came in my favor, right? I even posted that on Twitter. But now we're back down here, and in all honesty, it looks like it's coiling up, right? It looks like it's kind of wedging here. It's done this before though, kind of flagged right here, and then it broke down. It flagged right here, okay? Then it broke out. Flagged right here, broke out. Then whatever this was right there. It's been a wild market. Okay, it's a wild, wild market. Nvidia is down 1.43% on the trading session. We have the split coming up. What is that, tomorrow? So we get that split tomorrow. Honestly, it's just pulling back in my opinion. It doesn't even look like doesn't look all too crazy at this current moment. It's still above a rising 5-day moving average. So to see this thing snap right back up, would we be shocked? Not really. I mean, strong stocks typically get stronger. It is what it is. Financials and energy are some of the leading sectors, and these ones, interestingly enough, have been down. They were like down on the prior week, or they were down this week. I think, right? Week to date? Yeah, week to date, yeah, they're down while everything else was up. But really, if you just look at the chart, it's kind of just, you know, consolidating. Energy, same situation. Okay? S&P 500 has some decent liquidity beneath it right here, people. Watch out here. Get these squeezy McSqueezersons. Upper daily expect to move 538.26. Like I said, Warrant Kitty's going to be going live at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9, 10, 11, 12, noon Eastern Standard Time. We'll have that stream up. As far as Fed Fund Watch tool goes, we have the market pricing in basically one rate cut in September and one rate cut this year. It's about a 50% probability that it's going to be in September. We'll see as more data comes out. Let's pull up some of these individual names. Let's start with GameStop. GameStop. So this was one that was fun to trade yesterday. Today, I would say not so much. I'd be very hesitant being position oriented right now. If anything, I would say that it'd be going down here, just given the context of an explosive move, came back, reversed, kind of flagging out, but it's just in the opening. It's just in the opening range, right? Give me a second, sorry. All right. But I wouldn't really look to be shorting this or going long necessarily right now, given the context that it's not really a clear setup and the kitty cat is not out yet, right, to get decisive moves. I personally, and then you get these halts, I personally would like to see a lot of strength, and then I would just try to trade little itsy bitsy pieces and follow that move up. I did that yesterday quite successfully. Actually, I was trading in a new prop firm that trades equities, and I passed their largest thing. It took me, I think, 30-something, maybe almost 40 days to pass it. It was not easy, but I did pass it. I'll talk about it more, that one specifically later, because there was a couple of rules that, like, apparently I broke, and it was like pretty weird in my opinion, but now that I got clarification on a lot of it all, I'll probably share that later on. But it is so far so good. I'd prefer to get before I start talking about it, to see the paycheck come in and go from there. But I did trade GameStop a lot yesterday. So as it stands right now, yeah, GameStop is just trading within the opening range. This is just a minute opening range, right? We broke down from it. Now we're kind of just, like I said, flagging out or just building a higher low. As far as the daily goes, obviously we had a big reversal. In the afternight session, we went super high and it completely reversed on itself. That was exciting. It was fun. But just be careful in these names, right? These high beta names, you do not need to have a lot of equity capital, I mean, in these names to make decent money. Okay. AMC, on the other hand, looks a little different, right? Strong move, consolidating, kind of holding right in this area, and it's actually above its opening range. So AMC looks like it can continue up. I mean, you could also call this a flag or whatever, but I always find it to be more bearish, you know, underneath the opening range, more bullish, obviously, above it. And this is just, you know, just very basic technical analysis. You can do a minute opening range, 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, 30 second, right? Just do whatever works best for you. I just have a minute up right now. SOX all-time high just now. That's some semiconductors is. The SOX, like, I mean, it was at the high, all-time high, what, yesterday maybe? Is that an all-time high? Probably. Really, it's just consolidating, like I said. So when I look at this kind of stuff, I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, NVIDIA, what can save the market? What can break the market? NVIDIA. I mean, look at, we're just trapped in the first 1 minute candle right here. So once again, there's really nothing here going on. Yes, yesterday, I mean, just take a look at this price action, right? Yesterday started with a nice little pop and this thing got just clobbered. It doesn't look that big on my screen, but I mean, we're talking, you know, a 5%, 6% move to the downside in NVIDIA in the matter of 10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Spies, Qs. I mean, some of these are making some moves. Look at it. Look at this. Like we said, there's got some good liquidity underneath it and they keep on pressing it up. You see that? Markets are moving right now. What's the driving force? Here's the S&P 500. I don't really know what the driving force is right now, actually. Is it? I really don't know. Which is a little concerning. Yeah, but look at SPY. Market's moving. Look at this thing. Poof! Woohoo! So NVIDIA's not behind it. Is it Meta? Yeah, there's Meta. Okay. Meta's making a run. Okay. Microsoft probably. It's up flat on the day. That made a nice little pop. Google, not really. Amazon, kind of helping out. So yeah, Microsoft, Amazon. So a couple of names are helping it right now. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla's holding up okay. Tesla's been one that I've been on the radar for a minute now. It's been just getting super tight. Talk about irritating, right? I traded this little pop and I got stopped out. And then I'm waiting here to see some more strength come in for another try. But man, this has been a dog all year, but it is, look at the moving averages. They're starting to flatten out, right? That means the trend in the medium term, right? 50-day moving average is starting to flatten out to level out. The 20-day is starting to level up. So the short term, and then it's still underneath a bearish trend like the 200-day. Here, I'll fix it. So I still think Tesla, right? I still think that we got some possibilities here with Tesla to make a run. Right? You can't rule this one out. NVIDIA's it's crazy to me. So NVIDIA right now, at least, let's see if it is making any run. Yeah, NVIDIA's pulling off. I'm telling you, if NVIDIA comes off, I'm afraid to see the other market kind of come off. So to me, I mean, we're getting a nice bid under here. Like I said, I wouldn't want to short it. But if NVIDIA comes off hard and fast, and the other ones take a little bit of a breath, I mean, this thing could come right back in. Nice big 15-minute candle over here. Daily expected move 538.26. Market net flow, still bearish divergence, no convergence. The no convergence, like I said, you can have the contra move, and we're getting that, right, on a bearish divergence. That would be a move to the upside. And then NQ is making a run for it right here. Let's take a look at some 0-date levels, see if anything updated or changed. Still not a really clear picture. 5350, 5375. Okay, so 5375 would be right here. I'm gonna go ahead and clone this. Yeah, for me, no trades yet. If I see something a little bit more clear, I'll try to take stabs. Friday, I'm taking it quite easy. So target level would be 5375 right here on S&P 500. I'm looking at a Wanda chart, not CBOE. But you can use either one. Doesn't mean it has to be exact. Yields up, dollar up. S&P 500 cranking up to all-time highs. Solid bid underneath it, above us. We have some now. We have at 5380 some liquidity there, almost 500 contracts. Well, shoo-hoo!
Continue to monitor comments from
You know what that means,
President
people.
Putin, commenting broadly on the Ukraine, just saying that in reply that reply about nuclear deterrence that we have never started nuclear rhetoric.
Wall Street's my scene,
Music break.
flipping stocks like bees. I hold when I believe, so when I deceive, profits in my sleeve, gains I will retrieve. To the moon, to the moon. Is on my mind. Dollar signs I find. Bullish all the time. Candles in the line.
Been saying he won't rule out changes to Russia's nuclear doctrine.
All right, people, let's drop some stocks in the chat and we'll pull up some individual ticker names, okay? Market's just roaring right now. Some might say it's roaring, kitty. All right. My help was going to the moon, baby. All right. All right, back to work. That was fun. Okay. That was fun while it lasted. Yeah, we can check on some names now. Just had to take a quick music break while the market was acting redonkulous. Look at that squeeze. Easy McSqueezy. Easy McSqueezy. 53.75 is still in sight. So that would be the level to just keep an eye on. 53.75 is this 0-day level right here. And then after that, I mean, 5,400. That's the call wall. Okay. Let's pull up some of these names. All right, what we got going on? So we say Cypher, IWM. Got to hype in the Cybertruck. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, for Tesla. We got to go in the Cybertruck. I always forget. Tesla and PayPal. Let's write these down. I'm gonna go through them in order. Okay. Let's go Cypher. Let's go. Let's go IWM. Let's go Tesla. PayPal. Yeah, PayPal made a nice move yesterday. We got Kava, another good name to pull up. Hood, obviously. We'll do FFIE. A STEM. I'm not familiar with STEM. Shop. Yes, we'll follow up on Shop. We'll go Cisco. Cool. Good names everywhere. Thanks, Stacy. So just so you all know that the music that was playing, that is all AI. All I did was type in a cue, like a what's it called, and they developed the song within like a minute or two. The lyrics, the music, crazy. Let's go Coin. Like I made like a bunch of songs last night. It was hilarious. I was laughing. I was having such a good time doing it. XHB. What's XHB? Is that the homie? Well, GME. Yeah, we'll obviously pull up GME. Is GME making a run right now? Is that why going crazy? Nah, GME ain't moving. Not right now, at least. Visa. Yes, we'll do Visa. We got got some names now. Play my techno. Oil, we'll cover oil. Yeah, we've covered a little bit of that already. And then we'll go. Hey, Marmot, thanks for subbing. Tier 1 sub. We got FRPT, Fresh Pet. Yeah, FRPT. I want to follow up on that one. That was one that I was keeping an eye on myself. But yesterday, kind of was off my radar. I think it was yesterday. Can't quite remember. What is the name of that? Yeah, wasn't it a good, like it was it was surprisingly a good song. Well, I thought it was kind of good. All right, CRISPR, CRSP, we got that. Taking our gerbs. Fastly, or what, FSLR. You're like, yeah, shockingly good. Isn't it so funny? Like when I heard it, I was like, wait a second, is this actually real? This is hilarious. And what's crazy about it, there's no licensing on the song. So I can play it and not get like copyright restrictions and stuff. I'm like, this is hilarious. Hilarious. Boeing. All right, y'all, we got a good list of stocks that we can go over. Yeah, and we'll look at the daily time frames. If it looks really good on the daily, I might even pull it up on the 15-minute chart. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so we got out of the rocket ship at the right time. All right, S&P 500 is coming in a little bit. To be expected. I mean, we just saw a massive move in like some of these tech names, like Microsoft. But in all reality, where are we trading? We're trading in the opening range. Apple trading outside of the opening range, a little bit cleaner, right? Nvidia is still, down on the day. Google outside of the opening range, but still kind of flat for the day.
Nuclear escalations.
Amazon above the opening range.
Russia and the U.S.
It's all flat on the day. It's all flat on the day. So I don't know. The squeeze was fun, but also, like, something's off. Something's off to me. I'd say 53.75 to the upside. If we get some more craziness, 5,400. Other than that, though, just yeah, careful in these markets going into the weekend. As it stands, though, I mean, right, above a rising 5-day moving average. We're outside of the weekly expected move in positive gamma territory. Dealers look to buy the dip. Yeah, just that's what it is. Let's take a look at some of these names. I want to make sure that that's style, time frame, time frame. I'm gonna go 6-month time frame. Makes it a little bit easier for me just to look at the quickness of a chart. So, all right, let's go ahead and go through these lists. So first one was Cypher. I'm gonna have to need more time frame actually. Go 1 year. You know what? Like, I'm surprised. So yeah, Meta, Tesla, we'll pull all those up. Share the download. Neil, I think I did. I posted to the moon on Twitter, on my Twitter. It's Mike P. Silva, or you can just type in figuring out money. You'll probably find me.
Putin saying he proceeds from the fact that we will never get to nuclear war.
Well, that's not bad news.
We have no need to think about nuclear war.
Ooh. All right, so Cypher, we have about an hour, by the way, before Roaring Kitty hits the live stream. And guess what? I'm going on vacation. So I'm checking out. Vacation. Palantir, we'll pull up Palantir, yeah, for sure. All right. All good names, people. A lot of names. Bear Gold. What is Bear Gold? Isn't that just GOLD? Okay, so let's go. Cypher, MNG. I don't know what this company is. Is this like a is this crypto related, I assume? I'm just taking a wild guess. I have no idea. I forget. But I will say this. It kind of looks like a crypto chart. It kind of looks like MOARRR in a way. How it's been kind of consolidating here and we're seeing a little bit of a breakout, but overall it's rather flat, right? So this would be not a really trend worthy, but it's could be potentially. But it's more range bound. But you can see, right? What do you notice between these like rips and dips? Right? These rips and dips, they're tightening up, right? We're expanding and now we're contracting and we're starting to get a move from that level. And actually we've seen some decent volume come from it. So to me, this, right? If this is a crypto related equity, or even Bitcoin, they might not be highly correlated. But we are starting to see it kind of move out of this expansion. Now, is this the best entry right here for Cypher? I couldn't tell you. This is a pretty low dollar name, right? So I like to wait for the tightness to come in and then really prove itself after that point. So if you were to enter here, right, where's your stop going to go? Like 20% below at this prior swing low? I mean, just make sure that your position sizing makes sense to take, larger swings in a name like this, being so high beta, right? So if I pull up MOARRR, it's the same thing. It looks very similar. So I'm assuming, like I said, I don't know what Cypher is, but I'm just assuming that it has to fall within the crypto area, given just the look of the chart, right? Isn't that funny? Like, I don't even need to know what it is. Well, actually, I could be wrong. I really don't know. Hey, thanks, Gianni. Giancarlo. Thanks, man. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I always see in here. Sorry if I've always pronounced it wrong, but thank you. It's funny because sometimes when you look at charts, it like has like a look to it and you're just like, oh yeah, that's a crypto chart. Oh yeah, that's a gold mining stock. You have no idea what it is, but you kind of know. It's funny. At least it's funny to me. So MOARRR has been in this channel too, and we're starting to kind of break this. I talked about this one a couple of stock market briefs ago while I brought up the Sailor to Shift tool, which was in a buy signal buy trigger. And we're actually holding up rather well, kind of still breaking from this. So if Bitcoin wants to keep going, man, some of these crypto related equities, they can start moving, and you just got to make sure that you're managing your position, because if it turns around, right, this is a 10% drop, but if you just hold it and it actually breaks, just watch out, because these things can get out of hand. Okay, let's, so you mentioned IWM. We talked about IWM, and I think that IWM is, I prefer to wait to see the 5-day moving average flatten out to move up, okay, on the 15-minute time frame. I noticed and called out on the Ruddy, this was what I played and this was posted on Twitter actually on live, but how price kept on going lower and lower here and into this kind of 2030, 2040 range. And I played the move out from that, okay? And then I'm out, right? Because of this chop and crazy movement. Now I'll be looking to kind of reset up at some point here, looking at the daily time frame. It is still coiling up. Let me pull up IWM again. But it's just very sloppy. So it's like you got to be quick on these when it's so sloppy. And we've tried. Like there's been plenty of times where it's coiling up. You had breakdowns, you had breakouts. But if all year it's just doing nothing. It's just chopping people to smithereens. And it's a little concerning. So there's what are two things, right? Either small caps are giving us a warning, right? And this has happened many times in the past. Look at the divergences between small caps and the Dow Jones Industrials over the course of time. You'll notice that when the Dow Jones Industrials keeps on going higher and higher, but yet IWM diverges, it typically resolves lower after time. So there's one of two things that can happen here. Either small caps are giving us a warning shot saying, hey, yeah, the market's moving higher. And then in hindsight, if something happens, we'll be like, oh, it was so obvious. How did we not see this? How did we not know? Or the second option, which a lot of people are kind of more focused on, is that we're going to have a catch-up trade. And the catch-up trade could be huge in IWM because we're still far off the all-time highs, right? All-time highs are up here and we're down here. You know, that's 20% in just the IWM, which means that the individual names will probably rip even more than that. So, and then we're above a rising, by the way, 40-week, 30-week. The 10-week is kind of flat, right? So if that is going to be the case, there's going to be some opportunities here in small caps, and that'd be quite the trade. So, in my opinion, I find it easier to trade to the upside.
Long-range weapons to the West's enemies. We haven't done so.
Okay, give me a second.
Reserve that right.
I find it easier to trade to the upside. So I personally would prefer small caps to go up higher, but when I trade it, I'm going to be very strict with my risk management, right? So I traded this. It was a strong move, so I got out, right? The majority of it, and then it started like stopping me out. I don't know when it stopped me out exactly. And now I wait again for a positive divergence to form, or for the 5-day to start turning up, and I'm going to try to ride that trend for as long as it goes. And if it comes back down, I'm just going to get stopped out and wait again. That's just how I have to trade this. You can buy and just walk away from it, right? And you'll probably be right in whatever amount of time. It might go down to 20% more, and then it comes back up much more. So it's all about your strategy and your tactical approach to it. Okay, let's look at Tesla again. Yeah, maybe IWM is sniffing out rate cuts. Small caps, I mean, small caps are incredibly important. Tesla looks like it's getting ready to roll, dude. Tesla's going to make a move to the upside or the downside. I don't really know, but let me hop in. Wouldn't it signal underlying weakness in the markets as small caps work? Yeah, Colby, yeah, absolutely. And we've been pointing that out. We've been talking about these negative divergences with the percent of stocks about the 50-day, 200-day, and how a lot of the market has been moving up off few names.
For U.S. and Asia solar markets,
but
some big press headlines here that the U.S. is closer to tariffs on Asia solar panels with an agency vote.
Those divergences can last a very long time.
This follows a report from a few days ago that said reportedly U.S. congressmen and other members were pushing for a probe on Chinese solar companies.
Okay, so Tesla, to me, this is getting very tight, people. Buckle up. We're going to begin to move here in Tesla very soon. Like I said, I don't know if it's to the upside or downside. I'm always going to lean that it's going to go to the upside because I prefer to trade things, like I said, once again, to the upside. When I trade short, it's with less money. It's less capital, all right? And I make less money, right? Trading from the short side, typically. So I prefer long side. I prefer that, and it's easier, right? It's so much easier to trade long than it is short. Why? Because if you miss the move even a little bit on the short side, it's typically much more aggressive and fast. So a lot of people miss the short move, then they enter, and then you have these rip back rallies that make you very confused, and then it could come back down, but it shakes a lot of people out. Whereas to the upside, you typically have volatility or liquidity increase, volatility goes down, and you just kind of drain up. So when things tighten up like this, right, we have an inside trading day right now. I don't know if it's going to end like that. It's only 8 o'clock. I would prefer to see the breakout, obviously, to the upside, and then try to catch a pop higher. But if it breaks down, this is your risk. Your risk is this, right? It can even be smaller technically if you really want to get tight, but your risk would be this. And if it breaks out, if it breaks down, and you're like, oh, and then it turns back around, you'll be like, oh, you see, this is why you have to hold it. No, you can just re-enter. Just re-enter. Just manage the position. You can always get back in. When you take, if you watch last night's brief, remember, before you take any of your first trade, you should always know what your second trade is at, right? And that's your...
GameStop shares hitting new lows here, down 30% on the day. We're hearing some vague chatter circulating.
Okay, so that's Tesla.
X.
Story of my bearish life.
Potentially could
yeah,
E-Trade has disabled options buying in GameStop.
Shorting is quick money, but you just got to be quick to take the money for the most part.
Now, there was a report earlier in the week that indicated that Morgan Stanley was potentially looking at kicking Warren Kitty off of their E-Trade platform.
Okay, so, dude. Okay, so let's go back to what I was saying earlier about this moonshot type of move. All right. Oops, I didn't mean to go to the rocket ship.
IPO RAPP opening at $18, the price at 17. Romeo Alpha Papa.
Okay, enough of you. Enough of you. Be quiet. The reason why I didn't believe this move is because, right? So, do you see what I mean? Do you understand? Okay, so I wasn't willing to short it here, but you see what I'm saying? On that move up, it was fun, it was exciting. But why did we get out of the rocket ship? Why was this move concerning? Once again, look at the large cap stocks. What were they doing? They weren't really moving. It was just kind of a comeback. We still had bearish market net flow. All right. And this, there you go. Like, it just reversed on itself. Can it go back up now as we're pulling into the daily VWAP? Yeah, sure. But it just, this market is just like, woof, 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 woof. This is like sit on your hands, Sit on your hands. Yeah, you can make quick money shorting. That's what we're talking about. Quick money shorting. You just got to be quick to take profits, or two, take smaller positions on shorts to be able to handle the volatility, right? If you shorted it at the start of the year, man, you were looking good. You'd be fine if this went up like this. Maybe you're like, oh, should I get out? Should I not? Boom. That to me would be, the best case scenario where you get follow through right away immediately. But that's not always the case. You get a snap move, you snaps right back, shakes people out, and then it comes in, and then you're like, oh, I should have stayed short, and then it bounces up a little bit, and you're like, okay, now I'll go short, I'll re-enter, and then it keeps on going up, and then it breaks back down. Dude, shorting's very difficult. You can be, but as the saying goes, stairs up, elevator down, right? Stairs up, elevator down. So if you catch the short properly, you can make money fast. But you just gotta be on your game, man. You gotta be on your game. Ash hands. I got a song, actually, an AI song about this move right here. I should play it, shouldn't I? We'll keep moving. Let's go PayPal. He's the only one with compare. Funny. PayPal. So PayPal made a nice move yesterday, and we're getting some continuation. This one's also, been on my radar. I tried trading it, I don't know, around here. Broke out, and I didn't re-enter, but I'm not really worried about it. But we are in a range, okay? And we started breaking out of this, which is nice. And now we're getting some continuation. So if this starts to flag out, I think I'll probably try to look to re-enter PayPal. There was a nice big volume bar here on this breakout. So, and we're above a 200-day. That's starting to flatten out to turn up here. We're above the 50-day. That's flattening. So this could be the start of something decent on PayPal. And it's the early, if it actually is a real move, and we're going to start trending up into a stage 2 markup, right? Accumulation, then stage 2 is markup. Then there's plenty of time, right? There's plenty of time in this, if that's going to be the case. Okay, Kavasita. Yeah, Kava's been on a nice run. This like pretty much straight up. So that, you know, strong stocks typically get stronger. This was the earnings move right here. Nice, you know, gap down, but finished up high of the day. We had follow through. Okay. And now it's just flagging out. So I think that there's opportunity for this to go. It's been on a strong move already. I wouldn't mind seeing a larger, you know, base build out. So far it's been pretty quick bases and then breakouts. So yeah, like if you trade into this on the upwards trend, like this could be potentially a holy grail setup. And a holy grail setup is when price action is in an upward trend with a, you know, an ADX of 30 or rise 30 or higher, and then it pulls back into the 20 EMA. This is the 20 SMA, but it pulls back into the 20 EMA in an uptrend like that. And then you would basically put a buy stop order in the prior high and you trade it back up to the prior swing high and potentially higher, which is, you know, looks like this is setting up for potentially something like that. So there's Kava. We got Hood. Hood's holding up here. Like if I look at the weekly time frame for Hood, this is what I mean by PayPal, how it can be the early start. This is looks like the PayPal chart, how it's been going sideways for a while. Then it started kind of flagging out into inclining 200, 30 week, and then we started moving higher, right? So that's what I mean by we can be early, because if this is like PayPal, right? If this is like PayPal, let's pull up PayPal again, right? This is the early stage of something, potentially. Look at Hood, how it came out, right? And that was a big move from there. So overall, Hood is looking pretty strong here, right? It's looking like it's in a markup phase. Would I enter right here? No, I wouldn't, because I'd prefer to see things consolidate. I don't want to enter in the high right here and then go through, you know, weeks of consolidation or days of consolidation, you know, forever how long and however how deep it pulls back. I'd prefer to wait that one out and go from there. But if you're in the position, if you traded it up to the upside, which is this is one that was been on the radar about the fake out, shake out over here, and it followed through. So if you're in it, cool. You can withstand you can withstand a little bit more. So S&P 500 is backing down a little bit here, right? Back to the weekly expected move, not too far off of it. Let's take a look here at market net flow. We're losing convergence in a bearish divergence, something we talked about earlier. If it turns red, that is more bearish technically. Didn't Paul Tudor Jones invest in PayPal? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Okay. Not too sure. All right, I think it's time to pull out FFIE. Okay. We got about 45 minutes-ish before the kitty comes out. How long do I typically hold trades, Rooster? It really depends, man. This year, it's been pretty quick trades for the most part. I mean, I like to hold them. I would prefer to hold them for long periods of time. I would, but this year it's been like probably the average hold time was probably 7 days, 5, 10 days, maybe somewhere around there. Swing trading for me is like, 3 days to 3 months, somewhere around there, that range. LPG was probably one of the longer holds this year for me. Oh, and DD, because like I traded DIY, but for a longer period of time, but I was in and out of it. Like I was in and out of it multiple times this year. And then finally I caught a move and then I was out like in 5 days or whatever, But it was like, I kept on trying because I felt like it was going to make a big move. Felt like it was going to do that. All right, FFIE, that's Faraday Future. Look at this is just one of those squeezy stocks, right? So, I'm not going to do technical analysis on the daily time frame, right? It's like looks like crazy. So it'd probably be an intraday trade sort of thing. 15-minute time frame, it's up 21%. Nice move, pulling back, right? Once again, I would be very cautious because the kitty's coming out and all these things could rip 75% or they can fall, back to break even on the day or even lower, right? But as it stands, right, we're above the opening range. It's getting tight here. So yeah, maybe we see a pop, but just these, anything's going to happen on these names. If the setup is so clear for me, then maybe I'll take an intraday trade. Not on this one specifically. I'm not really great at these very like under dollar stocks. I find them to be kind of difficult. Yeah, GME has been halting, unhalting. What are we doing here? I think, what did we say earlier on GME? I think we just said that it looks like it would head lower. It did. Now it's back up. Kind of just paused out. Not really doing much. Okay. Somebody had mentioned STEM. I don't like these type of names. I'm gonna move past this one. It's in a bad trend. I'm not a fan of this kind of stuff. You can get like a quick move, goes up a bunch, but it's just overall in a downtrend, and there's not much liquidity. It's not my type of style. Shopify is still looking. No, I think I'm. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna log in to see if I actually have a position in Shop still. Thought I did. Or maybe I know I cleared up a lot of my names. I do still have my position in Shopify, but I did cut it in half the other day. I'm up about 6%. My buy entry was $58.09. And we're just playing the bounce here. It's been kind of a lame bounce, to be honest, but I mean, it's just been kind of grinding higher, so there's nothing wrong with it. But just understand that the trend is down, so there's that. But the bounce is still strong. I mean, look at this like slow grind of just multiple days up. But overall, Shopify is still holding up. Is it a great way to enter right now? I mean, I think that the entry was more down here on this bullish. That's when we talked about it. Okay, so if you're in it, you can potentially update your stop. You can potentially take partial profits. I took partial profits. My stop's at break even. I'm just gonna kind of let it go. Let's see what happens. My inclination is that I'll probably end up getting stopped out at some point of break even if I don't move my stop up higher, just given the trend. You know, it is what it is. S&P 500 coming off. We're gonna take a quick music break. I need water. I made a song too about this move down, which we're probably gonna go up now because I'm gonna play the song and get in my pineapple. Stocks be sinking, man. Sinking like a pineapple under the sea. Yeah, how's my audio now? I mean, I'm clipping. I feel like I'm clipping a little bit in yellow. Can you hear me? We'll pull up CRISPR and stuff, yeah.
We're inside 50 minutes now of the European cash equity close. European bourses are predominantly lower, down about 1/3%. The Euro stocks and 0.5% in the DAX. Treasury yields are climbing on both sides of the Atlantic after the U.S. employment report sent yields noticeably higher.
Despair, hope's a ghost in the air. Charts in red lines, numbers playing cool lines.
Thanks, Jim.
Fortunes washed away, tears blend with the spray.
Our cat is
Stop sinking low like they're drowning. Let's come off and we're founded. Economy like a shipwreck, futures now up in check. Brokers panicked in the haze, screens display and
Wait, I think it was this one.
market crashing down hard.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water, okay? While we're pineappling.
Under the sea of despair, hope's a ghost in the air. Charts in the red lines, numbers playing cool runs. Fortunes washed away, tears blind with the display. Stocks sinking low like they're drowning. Masks come off and we're frowning. Economy like a shipwreck, futures now a bitter check.
All right, let's be real. Isn't that pretty crazy? This AI, dude. Dude, that's AI. Isn't that crazy? It's wild. That's wild. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Quick, I had to get a water break. That was my Pineapple Under the Sea song, inspired by SpongeBob and falling stock prices, sinking. You know, what are you gonna do these days? What are you gonna do? I find it to be so crazy, dude. That was AI. Can make any song. FOM Records. I'm gonna start releasing all my songs out on Apple Music. AI sounds like Blink-182. I think I could honestly make it in a Blink-182 song sound, probably. That's how crazy this stuff is. Okay, mic check, 1, 2. Everyone good? We're gonna go back into pulling some individual names here. Good jam sesh. What's up, Super Beef Patty? A lot of these songs, yeah, they're pretty funny. Should be playing Highway to Hell. I would play that, but I would get copyright restrictions, and I don't know if they would pull my stream or not. I don't think that they would, but I'm not 100% positive. Every once in a while, I'll try to do like a copywritten song, but YouTube always makes it look scary when I do that. Like as if like they're gonna pull my stream. I don't really know the rules and restrictions on it. I just know that they always flag me. Do. Patreon members get FOM album downloads. Yeah. Also, I'll make a FOM Records channel. You can download the songs. I can't afford copyright strikes. I don't think much people could if they were actually sued by a copyrighted owner, right? Like, can you imagine if like Taylor Swift sued you for like, if you had like something that went viral or something that went big, and they came and like not even Taylor Swift, but like the music company comes after you. Can you imagine that? For whatever reason. They're like, yeah, settle it for $100,000. Take it. Or you spend $100,000 in lawyering up and going through a year litigation or whatever it's called. Figuring out money coffee mug. FOM merch. Yeah, that's funny. All right, what are we doing here? Catching a little bit of a bid back, we're just right around daily volume weighted average price. You can see that we're still in a bearish divergence. We've started to get a little convergence here to the red side, but we're rather just flat here. It's not a really clear level. And then the S&P 500 SPY is just flat on the day. So honestly, nothing's going on here. NQ holding up on this anchored VWAP right here was from the report, and then S&P 500 pulled back into that 53.50, and we're finding a little bit of move from that. This is like pretty much to me is a little bit untradeable because it's not slowing down at all. Like it's just kind of going whoop whoop whoop, right, without like consolidations. So it's a little crazy. And that just goes to show you, man, some of these days, man, they're just not the chop. If you can really identify the chop days early on, and I think that's kind of what's happening here. Sometimes we'll get end of day moves and squeeze and stuff like that. But if you can identify the chops or the range days, like I don't like chop and range. I like trend because I can just go go in, go in, go in, go out, go in, go out, right? Just like the burger joint, in and out. All right, that's what I like, because that's my go-to. But some people love ranges, but identifying where it's going to come in and go, bounce around and stuff is a whole different thing, and just got to be careful in the chop. Stairway to heaven. Yeah, let's pull up NVIDIA. I mean, NVIDIA is just coming off a little bit. I don't really have much thought there as far as today goes. I mean, this, like a pullback even down to 1100 or like even 1000, like would still be, this chart would still not be broken at that point. It would just be pulling back a little bit after an insane move. But overall, if I look at the 15-minute time frame, it's still above a rising 5-day. It's kind of holding on right here. Kind of like, like we're having the lower highs. And it's kind of like walking a plank, like it's going to like jump off the plank. But it is getting very tight, and it's not much sell side. So if it starts popping through this, I think start heading right back up, right? A very quick move to the upside again. So once again, like I'm not willing to go long specifically there, and I'm not really looking to short right there. And if I look at the daily time intraday, I mean, I can't trade this. Like how do you trade this? Pick a side, right? We're still within the first opening minute of the day. Microsoft's up on the day. Look at this chop, just back and forth. Apple up on the day, just a lot of back and forth. Google flat on the day, a lot of back and forth. Amazon up on the day, at new highs of the day. So Amazon's showing a little bit more relative strength there. Meta slightly up on the day, just in its opening range though. What's up, Mara? Kevin, that's actually a good question about Six Flags. Is it just six is the symbol? I actually was looking at this one the other day. I was looking at this little tightness. It's still actually technically tightening here. So, I mean, it's still kind of contracting here for Six Flags. You're kind of mentioning like a narrative, like a story of like they're going to be expanding and stuff. I think that can obviously play a role. When I look at the technicals, I mean, it's looking like it's trying to get a move. So, maybe above, 2660, 26, maybe 2650, right? Because if you look to the left of the screen, that's kind of where the stock has been getting hung up. 2670 maybe, right around here, right? It's been in a very tight range, but now it's contracting under that pivot. So, I mean, this could get going. Yeah, absolutely, right? And it had started off bearish on earnings, but it closed at the high, and now we're just kind of consolidating within that earnings candle. So I think that there's opportunity here to trade it to the upside and maybe catch a nice move or get some continuation or a break out of this base, because it's been going, sideways for a while now. Yeah, look at it. Just down, and it's just going nowhere. A lot of the cruise lines, like these leisure names, what is it, CLL? No, CCL? What is it? Carnival Cruise Lines. Yeah, CCL. Has been seeing some nice moves. The weekly time frame has a bullish crossover taking place in the MACD. Starting to see a breakout here. We had 2 days of pretty strong price action. Boom, boom. And now we're pulling in a little bit here on less volume. So this could be setting up for another move. And then we talked about RCL on stream right over here. And that looked like a pretty strong move that could happen. And we saw a nice move, and now we're consolidating there too. So some of these leisure names looking pretty decent, Yeah, my thoughts on oil I talked about on last night's brief.
Across Europe is now closed unofficially.
So crude oil, right? We talked about its correlation to the 10-year yield and how it was bouncing up. Now it's coming off a little bit, but the bounce up made me think that 10-year yield could bounce too on this report. But right now it's an expansionary move, right? We saw a big expansion to the downside. We're seeing a snapback. Hey, why is it bouncing? Well, because it sold off. That's about as far as I can go. Why did it sell off? Well, there was some news around OPEC Plus, right? So I'd be more interested to see the consolidation, but it is under some of these key averages. Other people will call out, hey, but it was, somewhat of a head and shoulder pattern and it can target potentially lower. And I'd say the same thing. Yeah, okay, cool. The same thing with the dollar though, right? Same thing with the dollar. And you would think, right? So this was the, head and shoulders pattern with the dollar. Now we're getting an explosive move right back, right? So if the dollar sinks, that could be potentially good for markets. This move up could be potentially put some stress on various markets. Yep, S&P 500 seen that little bit of a bounce back. Like I said, it's just, to me, this is just chop. NQ made a strong move here. Coming back. Let's take a look at these meme stocks, if anything's going. Pull up AMC. I mean, I'm just looking to see if anything sets up. I mean, it's trying to get a little strength here, but GME, GameStop, back in its opening range here too. Fubo, that actually reminds me. Fubo, I don't like trading this type of stuff on the, if an intraday chart looks like this, it's not really my style. So, it's in a bad trend, right? Can you get a squeeze higher? Sure. Can it go bankrupt? Sure. It's like pick your poison here. Not really my, it's not my personality. Or my trading personality is not these type of, it's a little bit too difficult for me personally. But it made me think of Futu, or was it Futu? And Futu has been kind of consolidating here. Yeah, it was this one. I don't know if it's going to break down or break up, but it is consolidating in bullish context, as at least as it stands. Good stuff. Love set match. Speaking of love set match, I just got a new pickleball racket. I'm pretty pumped to play. Look at DKNG. There's some other names that I haven't gone over yet that people asked about. DKNG, it is coming, making a little bit of a U-turn right here at the inclining 200-day. I'm not, after this gap down right here, I'm kind of just hesitant. Just let it be and see if it sets up. Let these moving averages catch up. It's kind of off my radar when it makes a big break like that. And then hopefully it recovers and sets back up. But for me, I kind of just put myself on pause on names like this. Let's hear it, Marmot. Let me know when you post it. That's funny. Oh yeah, there it is. Squeeze the lemon. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna have to play that later. What type of song is it? Pop electronic, nice. Yeah, we'll look at MOARRR. I'm gonna pull up Bros because Bros look really nice here too. Bros had a really nice breakout over here on some very strong volume, and it's following through on a nice strong earnings move. So you have bullish earnings, follow through, consolidated, having more follow through. So to me, this is a good, this is where I would prefer to see, 5, 6, 7 days of consolidation. Nice breakout candle. So strong stocks, they typically get stronger. So 39.3 probably is not the high for this. It probably will go higher, but it may need some more consolidation. I would prefer to see some more consolidation, but you have a bullish move. Thanks for, what was that noise? AJ Goodman, thanks for following here on the Twitch stream. Steve Smith, thanks for subscribing. KJ Lynn, thanks for subscribing to the channel there too as well. Wait, KJ, I think you sound that name sounds familiar actually. I think maybe we follow each other on Twitter. Welcome to the channel, man. Appreciate you being here. If I don't know for sure if it's you or not, but I think that if it is, you make some content too, good content. So yeah, Bros to me, it's just consolidating. So if this sets up, I would like to see a couple more days sideways, and then I could play a nice little pop here, like a flag pattern or something like that. But overall, showing some good strength there. Roaring Kitty is going to be live soon. It's not yet. So Roaring Kitty live stream is right here. Joe,
Now forecast.
it's ready. It's set. About 25 minutes.
1% from 2.6%.
SSA, can somebody show me, should I buy calls or puts? Not into stocks yet. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do either of those yet. Like, probably not the day to do it. I would probably paper trade if you're not too familiar with trading yet, you know, and learn a little bit, you know, take it easy, slow, and not try to go all crazy yet. If you open up a position, you're opening yourself up to lose money. You're also opening up yourself to make money, right? But sometimes, you know, you just got to make sure that you're ready for the risk. And you want to know, like if you take a position, this is the thing about like certain alert services is no one ever really actually gets better from an alert service, right? I get that if you are already a good trader and you just use them as a scanner, maybe like that's what an alert service would be to me, is a scanner. Like, oh, okay, somebody's saying like, oh yeah, this position. Okay, then you look at it, you pull it up and you're like, why are you going long there? If you have no idea why they're going long or going short or whatever the case is, maybe they don't even know, right? But if you have no idea, then it's like, okay, then you know, it's not working. It's step back from it, because you'll always have questions. I remember I started, you know, doing live, not live trades, but showing like doing my position and stuff. But the thing is, like, back to what I always say about like sharing positions, right? I can post 10 trades and I can make money on only 4 of them and be profitable. Okay? Like quite literally. Like that's an accurate statement. But you can take the same trades at the same exact time, get 4 correct, get 6 incorrect, and you can blow up your account because the position sizing, because the length of, you know, it's literally position sizing, or profit taking too early, or whatever the case is, or not taking profits, or whatever, you know. So yeah, I just be hesitant on following trades. Just that's why, like in my Discord, dude, I post my trade ideas, but I'm not sitting here posting alerts. You got to learn how to fish. You got to learn what works for you. You got to do what's best for yourself and your risk tolerance, right? Hope that helps. People like, I wish people would talk about that more frequently, but they don't. Maybe somebody. All right, I'm gonna have to. I'll take a look at it in a little bit here, Mama. Yeah, you can win on a 30% win rate. Literally, the prop firm that I'm trying out right here that does equities, my win rate. Well, let me actually pull it up. My success rate was 37%. That's not even a joke. My success rate was 37%. In 35 days or so, I made 20 grand. Fake money. It's not my profits. It was part of their challenge. 37% rate, made 20 grand. Risk to reward ratio is 1 to 2. I swing for the fences. I hate certain prop firms, how they put a time limit to things, because I never trade how I typically trade. If you're putting a limit on time on me, like I'm not going to trade how I usually trade. It's going to be messy because I'm trying to make it. It's just like if I trade in a stock trading competition, if there aren't strict rules, the only way to win is by trading the highest volatility and going for the win, right? You trade differently in certain environments. But just my point to this one is my success rate here, and I'm looking at it right now. Risk to reward, I'll just show you.
Right at the top, they are looking for U.S. first quarter household change in net worth, financial account out of the U.S. government.
I don't know. It's hard to see. Risk to reward ratio 1 to 2. Success rate 37%. This was day trading, not swing trading. I could have swing traded, but for some reason it was acting weird for me. I got to figure out that actually. Okay. There you go. Now there'd be other people. Ian Kelly, I'll talk about the prop firm later maybe, but I want to first kind of vet it out before just dropping the names, you know, because I've tried a few of them out, and like I've been at one that they denied me payouts because of, in my opinion, just BS. The only prop firm that I'd say I'm kind of behind right now would, if you're into trading futures, would be Top Step. They seem legit. I don't know their internals of their company and how they operate, but they're front facing. The CEO is active. They have live streams. It seems like they're there for the traders. You get the internal scoop. They have clear set rules, right? So that's really I know there's other firms and stuff, but that, if you're like in the futures now, I personally like trading equities. I've always liked trading equities. That's what I do. That's what I do best. I don't like trading options. I used to trade options. Every once in a while, maybe I will, you know, randomly. Do we think Keith Gill is going to exercise his options today? I don't know. That'd be crazy though. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I'm only going to be able to watch. I don't know how long he's streaming live. So, but I'll catch at least from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock or whatever. We got about 20 minutes to that live stream. I forgot where I was going, but yeah, so far, I think that would be the only one that I'd say. Yeah, this one I would put my trust in, right? Just given the context of good customer support, the CEO is available, he's active on Twitter, they're front facing. It seems like they're there for traders right now. So I mean, can they break that? Can they break our trust? Yeah, obviously. But for now, that's kind of where my eyes would be set. And then I'll let you know if this is the same way. They're backed by they're backed by one of the not top prop firms, but one that's been around for quite some time that has a huge good reputation, and their partners are very good too as well. So I was like, all right. And then I talked with the CEO, and the CEO was cool. It was on point. Giving it a shot. I got funded just the other day. There were some rules in there that I couldn't quite understand, that shocked me a little bit, where they took like 3,500 in profits away because of my entry. I typed in my entry incorrectly, and then I redid it like 15 seconds later. I made 3,500 on the combined account, or the evaluation account, and then they took all those profits away. But they clarified it, and I was in the wrong. So yeah, more to come. More to come. If you hit me or ping me on Discord, I'll tell you there, but I'm not going to talk about it in front of a large audience, because I don't want people to go into it and then all of a sudden it not being good. You know, I prefer to take a look and test it out myself, get a paycheck, see if it works. Okay, there were some other names that people had brought up, so we'll pull some of those up. We got about 15 minutes before the Kitty's live. We'll see if he's actually on time. I'd imagine he's going to be on point. Who knows? I have no idea what the stream is about, but it's kind of exciting, you know? It's kind of fun. So I'm kind of pumped to see what's going on here. Talk about getting a crowd behind you. Holy moly, man. What a story. Whoa. Yeah, careful in the market chop. Market net flow is turning red here. Thanks, Kyle. Thoughts on copper? So actually, Jim, I just talked to the CEO of Calinex Mines. It's a junior exploration company. But I just had a talk to him, interview. I'm going to post it on Sunday. And he was, he kind of gave us more of an inside look on, you know, how to make money on AI and like how copper relates to it. And he talks about copper way more than I understand. I can talk from it from like a, you know, technical perspective. And copper's coming off hard and fast today on the rising dollar. So it's down 4.1%. So this is coming off, but copper's been making a massive move. So he'll talk a little bit more about it, like if you want the, not necessarily the narrative, but like the more macro picture of it, because it's not really my forte. I'm more of the intermarket technical base. But right now, yeah, it's coming off hard and fast, but it could be just a consolidation before trying to uptick. I'm sure we'll see a bounce here in the near future. So we'll keep an eye on it, obviously.
Italy going to be selling up to $7.5 billion in 12-month bills on June 12th. That's Italy.
Take a look at Caterpillar. Yeah, Caterpillar. Let's take a look at Cat. Actually, I want to just take a really quick look at industrials. I traded industrials down here, and then I got out over here. The reason why I'm selling, I don't know, is Cat fall within XLI? Let's take a look. Analyze. Yes, it's the number 2 holding in industrials. And this chart, I mean, it looks nice. It's just kind of consolidating. It's getting tight. So if it breaks down, I'd say watch out. But a pop higher makes sense. And if I look at Caterpillar, it's kind of doing something similar. We're having a bullish kind of reversal. I don't know where it's going to close today. But I'm kind of bullish on industrials right here. So we undercut this low on Caterpillar. So to see a little bit of a pop-up, that would make sense. I don't know if I trade individually Caterpillar. I liked trading XLI. And this is kind of holding up right now, trying to build a higher low. So to see it eventually come back up to this 126, maybe build a base and then go, that's a possibility. But if it breaks down, it's like, you see how it's getting so tight? It's kind of giving us a clear insight to like, hey, it's like, okay, if it breaks up, okay, cool, I'm good. And if it breaks down, like, okay, I can just get out, right? But the tightness here, it's offering up a good risk to reward. It's like, okay, if I enter in, here's my risk, maybe a little bit more, right? But then if it breaks up to the upside, I can play, a little bit more than 1-for-1 reward. And if it breaks out even further, we can have a continuation on our hands. So there's XLI. I know that some people like leverage. You just gotta, these derivatives are kind of sketchy. Don't trade a leverage name or a 3x name like Dussel, the USL, which is an industrial 3x, unless if you understand like how these work. When I trade these names, they're a lot quicker term. If I put on an XLI trade, like, right, this is kind of a lower beta and for the most part, and I can just let it go. How do I play XLI, Dussel? I would look at XLI, and then I would just like I said there. I think I covered that right there before I saw, prior to seeing that. MBLY, yeah, this one saw some good volume a couple of days ago. Nice big move follow through today. Yeah, big volume on this day over here, and then we had some follow through. Nice. If it's gonna have more move, we can see it consolidate. This was a big heavy one talked on Twitter by a bunch of people and got some momentum behind it. Got 10 minutes till the kitty comes out. Some people had asked about CRSP, CRISPR. Is this like a pharmaceutical or a healthcare type of style name? And you could potentially call this like a rounding bottom here as it's coiling up here at the side. But overall, I mean, it's in a downtrend. We're trying to build a base. We did see a nice little, tightness right here, and then we broke out. So this could be one. This could be also one to watch here. But just understand that it's going to take some time for the 50-day moving average to start to flatten out, to turn back up. So it comes back up, maybe consolidates, and if we're going to get some move, maybe something like that. It's hard to find actionable names like right now, right? FSLR, it's also flagging here after a very strong breakout. One on the radar. Strong talks typically get stronger to take out this high, maybe even go to 300. Okay, yeah, probably. How deep and how long is this pullback consolidation going to be? I don't know, but as it stands right now, we're just drifting right now, flagging out. So looks pretty decent. Cisco Systems. I mean, it's literally a day or two separated from its year-to-date low, and we're kind of just consolidating. We're getting very tight here after a pull. I'd be hesitant on this one. To see it snap back up would make sense, but it's also still in a declining trend. And on their big moves, sometimes it's like gets gapped up, right? And then closes at the low, gap to the low. So a lot of these like distribution type red candles are a little bit scary to me. So you can see the kind of a bear flag here. If it gets above the 5-day moving average and it starts turning back up, maybe that'll produce a little bit more of a bounce for us. But right now it's kind of like, I'd be a little sketched out. Like I wouldn't feel comfortable putting a full size position and walking away from Cisco Systems just to see what happens. Visa's just chopping around here. About 9 minutes left, by the way. Boeing was brought up. Boeing is, I don't know. It's in a bad trend, but we did start breaking this downtrend. So that'd be kind of nice to see it actually pull in and flag after this strong move, and then maybe hold, and then go try to test that 200-day and maybe make a move from there. But I mean, gosh, bad news after bad news with Boeing. It's just been ripping it to shreds. Eventually, it's gonna have to like do something, right? Palantir. Palantir doesn't look all too bad, right? This earnings move got completely faded, tightened back up. We're in, decent trend. It really, since this earnings, it hasn't gone anywhere. We've been talking about that, how it's kind of just a range bound. So to see this consolidate and flag out, that would actually be kind of nice. The 50-day to turn back up, the 20-day to turn back up. So this one could be on the radar for sure. Absolutely. Entry right now, I wouldn't know because I don't know where my second trade would be, which would be to get out. I mean, down here, that's pretty far shot for me. It's 11 or 10%. I'd prefer to see this come down or flag out. I want to pull up AMD too. AMD was a nice consolidation after a breakout. So this could be on potential breakout watch or breakdown watch. See if Tesla's still doing anything. Yeah, Tesla's still coiling up like a spring. Baidu, range bound in a downwards trend. Okay, so yeah, if you're trying to play a bounce, we could be around that area as we've been kind of just playing around. Just be careful here because we've seen a lot of sell side. We've seen a little bounce. We're seeing some follow through to the downside here. So where would your stop be if you're entering in here? Could be the low. Remember, strong stocks get stronger. Weak stocks typically get weaker. To take out this low, don't be shocked. Don't be surprised. But just make sure you're managing risk. I wouldn't short here. If anything, I would be looking for the bounce, but with very tight risk parameters in place. And these Chinese equities, they have some big gaps. So another thing to watch out there, okay? VST, which is Vista Energy. Very strong trend. It's probably working on a bigger base here. Like, see how this strong move, very small base, boom. Very, somewhat small base, boom. And now we're seeing some expansionary type moves. So now I'd want to see this tighten up, but it's a pullback in an overall uptrend. So if you caught this entire move, yeah, you're looking good. You can withstand this volatility and see if it, consolidates and starts moving higher. But overall, yeah, we're just seeing probably profit taking for the most part here. ARM. So ARM, I'm going to clear this up because I haven't done this for a while. So ARM looked actually, I think that ARM was on my tight list again over here. And I didn't catch this trade personally, but it did see a nice breakout here on strong volume, consolidated and move forward. Now, I wouldn't go long here after this strong move. You got to, okay, where did price come from and where can it potentially go? Price came from a nice breakout, so you'd be playing it up here. Can it go higher? Yeah, absolutely. But I would, once again, I would prefer to see it consolidate and build a base. Right, this was like a base that you watch for, and then you can play the breakouts, or play the strength, and then follow to the upside. So strong move here, and now I would say it would be nice to see it kind of digest it a little bit and move from there. 5 minutes till the kitty's live. K-Web pulling back in an uptrend. A lot of these Chinese names are pulling back hard, and something to just be aware of is it kind of looks similar to copper, and copper's coming off pretty hard. Like when was the top here? 520. What was it in K-Web? May 17th, and then the 20th was right here. So it's kind of following copper path. So if copper is going to continue to go higher, maybe perhaps, and remember China's copper's a huge, are they the largest exporter or the largest importer of copper? So there's somewhat of a correlation in the near term, at least, that I've noticed. And if copper is going to start bouncing, maybe that can open up something. I was looking at Baba. Baba was one of the names that I liked. How it was, pulling back down into this range breakout. So to see this potentially bounce up from that might make sense. And this is obviously one of the bigger holdings, but a lot of these names haven't gone anywhere. They saw some strength and then they got faded pretty hard. Waste management. I like waste management, but I'm just a little bit cautious here on this kind of little consolidation. I'd prefer to see it back up here, consolidating. In the near term, look at how the 50 days kind of rolling over and the 20 days rolling over here. So it's kind of like in a little danger territory as it broke down this. So if I look at this pattern, right? So as it was contracting, what happened? It broke down, right? So you got to respect that. And then I'm not going to redraw, but it broke down from that. So now I'd want to see it U-turn and recover before feeling a little bit more confident there in waste management. But it's been a strong name. It's probably going through a longer consolidation here. IWM. Yeah, we talked about IWM just coiling up here, and it's been a little bit choppy of a move. And now, I traded for a little pop here intraday, and now I'm just waiting for it to set back up again. Maybe watching the 5-day moving average, seeing if we recover that and it starts turning back up. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, man. There's 223,000 people waiting on Roaring Kitty's live stream. That's crazy.
Incremental report saying Susano could borrow as much.
Wow, that's insane. 225,000 people are tuning into the Roaring Kitty live stream. And that doesn't even include like all the other streamers that have it up too.
Preliminary $42 per share deal, $42 per share offer.
All right, let's listen to this song called Squeeze the Lemon. Marmot sent me this one. Give me a second here. I don't know how to play it.
They're saying we may raise rates significantly in July.
1 second while we come into the tune. Squeeze the lemon. Can you hear this or no? I don't see it actually playing. I don't know how to get it to play.
Coming up around the top there, we'll get the first quarter.
Maybe I can put it in the browser to play it.
Change in net worth. Also looking for the Roaring Kitty presentation.
Got a stock market game, money flying like planes. Picked a stock, feeling fine. See the numbers start to climb. Betting big, counting counts on the rise by the rounds. Folks in suits gonna squeeze, feeling like we're in a breeze. Squeeze the lemon, make it rain. Watch the market, feel like a squeeze the lemon. Hold it tight, gonna rise up, shine so bright. Risk it big on a hunch, skipping stones with a punch. Got the world in our hand, trading deals, take a stand. In the game, feeling bold, see the story unfold. Bulls and bears on the run, spin the wheel, having fun. Squeeze the lemon, make it rain. Watch the market, feel like a squeeze the lemon, hold it tight, gonna
That's Cook speaking, not commenting on monetary policy.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking with no mic. My bad. Yeah, that was a good song. I like my To the Moon song too. Yeah, no, you should be able to hear me now. My bad. All right. There is 343,000 live viewers tuning in to the Roaring Kitty stream. That's crazy. He's about to go live. What do you mean no mic? Maybe that's what it was. It was no mic, but Why is everyone saying muted still? Maybe there's a little bit of a lag.
Vertex VRTX presenting new data at the European Cystic Fibrosis.
369,000 people tuning in. Here we go. It's 9 o'clock.
Victor Romeo Tango X-ray.
Crazy. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see here. Anything going on with GameStop?
Inflation
GameStop looks like it's halted right now.
exceed.
Oh, nope. No, it's gone. It'd be hilarious if it just tanked. Nah, it wouldn't be hilarious if you're long though. Bro, 409,000. I wonder if he's gonna break the record for the largest live stream. Not only is he making like all kinds of money, but maybe he even breaks a record. I don't know what the record is, but this is a lot of people tuning into his live stream. Oh my goodness.
Trillion.
He's going to be at 500,000. Metals are getting crushed. Yeah. Yeah, I hope he has a cool intro. I'm going to hide myself and we're going to watch him and then we'll pull up some of the charts too while it's going. Squeeze the lemon. He's going to crash YouTube. It's crazy. Don't drink my YOLO trade. I won't. My bad. All right. Come on, kitty. He's like, oh, crud, dude, it's not working. He like reschedules it for tomorrow. Or what if he did that? What if he rescheduled the trade for tomorrow? Or Monday? All right, so GameStop, yeah, it's getting some sell side, getting halted multiple times, okay? S&P 500 still flat on the day. Let's take a look at market net flow. Market net flow has been bearish pretty much for the entirety of the day. Lost convergence, we had convergence. It's kind of in and out, which means chop. Where's the S&P 500? It's flat on the day, outside of a weekly expected move. Always a high probability that we come in.
The circuit breaker is it's lower again, down to about 25%.
Buckle up, people. Do you remember when Dogecoin, like in...
Still waiting for this roaring kitty presentation to start.
Do you remember when Elon Musk came out on SNL to talk about like, and he talked about Doge to the moon, and that was like the top? It's crazy. This kind of reminds me of that. 455,000 viewers, still not live. Come on, Roaring Kitty, man. Let's do this thing. Bum 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 bump bum 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 bum. He fell asleep. Yeah. Feel like the entire market is just waiting on this for some reason, for whatever reason. You can't not watch it if everyone's doing it. It's hilarious. Yeah, the chat's probably insane. I took the chat off. It's probably going bonkers. They cut his internet? That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? GME's halted. 8 million is the most. Just looked it up. 8 million live, like active viewers at once. Ian, are you talking about the live stream? 8 million, really? Yeah, Jojo. It's not just Robinhood. It's actually it's across the board when GameStop gets halted. You know, it's pretty. It's the equity itself. They won't be able to trade it until it opens back up, and they usually halt for like 5 minutes, sometimes 10. Sometimes it increases time. Give me a second here while this is loading. I gotta make a quick text. That's what I just said, Jordan. That's funny you just brought that up. That's funny. Yeah, kind of reminds me of the same thing.
Energy market, the Novochatinsk oil refinery in Russia's Rostov region suspending operations as of June 6th after a drone attack.
He still ain't on. $461,000 people waiting.
GameStop resuming trading after the latest circuit breaker.
Here we go. Careful on GME. It's back up and running again. Imagine the stream starts and Gensler is sitting there. Still here. Imagine if it was a pay to watch MK. Yeah, that'd be crazy, huh? Yeah, he's still not on. I don't know. I mean, it's only been, 9 minutes. It's a little annoying. We'll see. I wonder if he made any announcement elsewhere, like if something's going on. S&P 500 is catching a little bit of a bid. GameStop looks halted again. I don't think he meant noon central. I mean, it said it was right here, right now. And that's why there's all of a sudden 465,000 people waiting. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I don't need to refresh it. It's just it's not going. $465,000 people waiting for the stream. Part of me feels like he's not showing up either. S&P 500 is catching a little bit of a bid here. We're going to take a look at the markets. Vides is going on. Market net flow, no convergence, still bearish there, but when there's no convergence, we can have those contra moves, which we're kind of getting right now. NQ is catching up a little bit of a bid, not too far from its high of the trading session, and the S&P 500 is still trading kind of within its 0-date range here, just slightly above 53.50. As the market and everyone's waiting for this guy to come on live. Kitty has stage fright. Yep. Here's GameStop. GameStop's still halted.
I cannot say that a 16% rate level
Nvidia making a move.
economic growth in Russia.
These are the times to make action, like make plays sometimes where volume dries up across the board and all of a sudden people step into names and they start making moves. Yeah, Nvidia's catching a nice bid here. It's actually outside of its opening range, new high for the trading session today, cash market session. Where is he? He's using the litter box right now. Nvidia ripping. Nvidia looks good. Watch him just not show. That'd be messed up. That'd be lame, dude. Unless there's a good reason. Psst, 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 psst. Psst, 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 psst. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Psst, 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 psst. Meow. Nvidia flagging out above its opening range here. Oh. Just let it play out, people. Too much catnip. Too much catnip last night. Just hungover. GameStop is back to trading again. We'll give thoughts on MOARRR. Yeah, we'll pull that up later. Oops.
The Russian central bank governor saying that they discussed
He's pretty late.
or keeping rates unchanged today. And they discussed rate hikes of 100 or 200 basis points. And earlier they kept rates unchanged at 16%.
Boy, oh boy, man. We're waiting for Roaring Kitty. He ain't on yet. 450,000 people are waiting. Ugh. Friday is a chill day today. Not much going on. The live stream ain't up yet, Harman. He ain't going yet. He got catnapped. So we're still watching GME. GME's sitting at around lows of the trading session today. $445,000 people. Crazy. I want to take a look at NVIDIA again, see what that's doing. Yep, there's NVIDIA's continued breakout there, that little flag. Take a look at some other names. Microsoft chopping around. Apple coming in. NVIDIA's seeing some strength. Google's chopping around, but it is putting in higher lows into this kind of like area. Could be one to potentially watch. Just getting pretty tight here. Just on a minute time frame outside of its opening range. Amazon. A little chop. Yeah, this is getting tiring. This is getting tiring. Meta's also holding up pretty well right here too. Sitting kind of around these highs. Getting fairly tight. You can see the, this actually looks pretty good. A low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low into and around this pivot. So Meta right here, offering up pretty good risk to reward to the upside here. And if it gets stopped out, it's like pretty quick, pretty small risk. If we're gonna get like a nice pop or something. Once again, that's only a minute time frame, so you can pull up the other time frames too to get a clearer picture. But S&P 500 's holding up rather well. Market net flow, we are seeing some bullish momentum actually here in cumulative net premiums for calls. Starting to pick up pace here. So if we're going to get a push higher, always pay attention to the upper daily expected move 538.26. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on GameStop. It's fun. I don't think he's coming on. At this point. And I got to be off stream soon. La da 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 dee da da. Yeah, this is we're at the right time. I mean, there's unless if 435,000 people right are incorrect on the timing. Hidden messages in the screen telling us that he wasn't even going to be on. Hidden messages. Ooh, I don't know why he's late. Who honestly knows? Yeah, we literally have zero clue.
The State Department is noting Secretary of State Blinken to travel to Israel, Jordan, Egypt, and Qatar next week between June 10th and 12th.
Oh man, GME breaking to new lows with the trading session. S&P 500 holding up still rather well. GameStop keeps on breaking down here. It's down 32% on the trading session. Still probably trading within yesterday's candle. Almost taking the lows out of the prior trading day. Let's take a look over here at NVIDIA again. NVIDIA is trading roughly at the highs of the trading session. So we caught that outside of the opening range. Well, I didn't trade it. I'm not trading really today at all. But overall, looks pretty decent.
So GameStop halted on another circuit breaker at session lows.
That was Trade the News. GameStop halted.
Countdown on the Roaring Kitty live stream.
Here we go.
Just a few seconds expected to start.
Here he comes. What? Oh, here we go. Acting on point.
Oh shit. Oh, am I okay? Oh shit. Oh, that was a close call. Hold on, I get my shit set up there. Oh. Help. Send help. Send help. Can y'all hear me right now? I kind of forget how to do this. I kind of tested it. Can you hear me? I can't keep up with this chat.
Yes,
you can hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can't read this chat. The chat. Oh, you can hear me. Oh, excellent. I had to dust this shit off to get this working. Oh, you brought me back to life with the chat. It's like the bzz, bzz. Oh shit. I'm alive. Kinda. What's up, everybody? I'm looking around. I think they feel like it's working, but I haven't done it in so long. I think it's working. I see you can hear me. It looks like it's going okay. So I think we can get it. Sorry, I'm legit looking at the chat here just to see. Okay. All right. I think it's working. Honestly, I can't believe that shit. I thought for sure I'd fuck it up somehow. Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh shit, I didn't even pour the beer yet, but that's okay. I got a beer. You know, I know it's the middle of the afternoon here, but right? It's Friday. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's not 5 o'clock here, but it's about to be. Oh shit! Wait, do I gotta wear this shit the whole time? I don't think there's no YouTube rules like whatever your drip is when you start. You got to keep rocking that. I'm pretty sure there's no way that's a rule. I mean, I'll keep it up for now because cheers, everybody. Let's go. Oh shit! Look at this. It's going up. I could say that, right? Can I say that? Can I say it's going up?
Not gonna lie, this is kind of strange.
I can't keep that getting over. I think I can say that.
Kind of strange.
Cheers. Crazy
but
stuff
also exciting.
going on these days, huh? Crazy stuff. Can you believe it's me? Can you believe it? Because it kind of looks like a lot of people don't. So I figured I'd pop in here, say what's up, everybody. I hope everyone's doing good. I know it's not the usual time of the stream, but figured I'd see what's going on, check in, how everyone's doing. No real game plan here. Just wanted to hop in, see what's popping. Damn. Yo, there's mad heads in here. God damn. All right. Okay, yeah. So I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a few years now. I hope y'all are good. We've been doing okay here, hanging in there. This, you may not, I mean, I was just messing around with this. This isn't a real bandage. This isn't a real, what do you call this? A splint? Is that the word? It's not real. I'm messing around.
GameStop halted again.
I'm messing around, okay? So other than this, we're doing okay here, right? It's been a crazy, well, first, I mean, it's been a crazy few years, right? It's been a crazy couple of months, too. Oh, shit. Yeah, bonkers. I wanted to, oh, hey, let me just close.
Yep, GameStop halted again.
It's pretty good to be back, you know? I kind of forgot. You kind of forget what it feels like after it's been so long. Huh? I hope, before I get started here, I feel like, what is it, Ocean's 12, or like, how many espressos do you have? 5. That's me right now, you know? But now you got to make the switch, you know? You do the little pre-gaming. You do the pre-gaming action, which in my case might be some coffee or some espresso or something. But I think it's time to make a switch, all right? So, you know, I mean, I don't know what type of beer you think I'd be going for today, but, I mean, maybe this isn't the right day to do it. I mean, I hope, can I do this?
You mentioned that there's no real plan here today.
Oh, you can't see it. You can't see it. Oh, can you guess what beer that is? Can you guess? That's a hint that you can't see it.
SPY is roughly trading at the S&P 500 trading almost at the highs of the trading session today.
Oh, shit. Let's see if you... Oh, you see it. Oh, they see it. I mean, I'm not caught up with the chat, but at least I can see y'all scrolling through there. Green. It's green. It's green. Because, all right, so I mean, it's green, right? But go Celtics, all right? Go Celtics. We won last night, all right? I'm pulling for them. I mean, I guess it's not a green day here, right? But, I mean, this is the finals, baby. To start off the series with that shit, come on. Let's pour this. Let's start it off right. Like I said, 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock. Oh, Carlsberg is actually a good guess. That's actually a good guess. That's a green one too. Rolling Rock. Go Celtics. Let's go. See, I can't keep up with the chat, but I can look over. Sorry, I'm new to a lot of people being here, right? I just look, but at least I can catch some of your things. All right, let's pour this in here. My buddy. Oh, can you see this if I pour it all the way in there? I should have showed you before I poured this shit. My buddy hooked me up with some. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, you can't see it. Maybe when the head pops up. Hold on. All right, let me just pull that up here, huh? Man, I kind of screwed up the pour there. That's okay.
The beer did look good.
Okay, I'm doing it with one hand. Also, I'm sorry. I mean, I was late, but you try starting a stream rocking this. You know, I mean, I'm doing it.
S&P 500 coming up slightly here. GameStop halted, continues to be halted.
All right, not for real though. I think I gotta take this off. It's so with my head. I feel like I'm actually.
Nvidia is still breaking from that opening range.
I'm gonna do that. All right, let's do that.
Roaring Kitty had mentioned that there's no plans today.
All right, let's pop that off. Woo.
Which is exactly what somebody would say who has plans.
Shit. Okay. Let me pop that over there. It's getting kind of warm in here too. But I mean, now you know I was just messing around. I don't need this ice pack. I got this ice pack just in case. I mean, it is getting a little bit warm. But again, I was just messing around. I don't actually need this. But if I get too hot, let's hope the beer cools me down. Yeah, so what's up, everybody?
Oh, gosh, is he moving a beer stock?
Do I have to be careful what I say here? I'm not really sure. I don't know. But I did want to hop on the stream here. You've seen, some of you have seen I've been back kind of active for a few months. But I did want to, oh, wait, let me just move this over here. Figured I'd check in. This is me, by the way. I see a lot of question marks. Oh, is he back? Is it someone else? I mean, can you tell? Can you tell it's me now? I mean, what weirdo spends their free time working on memes? You know, like, is someone else? Is someone else doing that? You know, I own it. I own it. That's okay. But no, hey, this is me. I'm not AI either. Or am I AI? Ooh, I could be these days. You know, I see it's changed a lot these past few years. But no, this is me. I wanted to pop in here, be like, yo, what's up? Say what's up. I guess remind everybody that this is me. That I'm the one active on my accounts, of course. What else to say here? I see a lot of the stuff out there. I'm just like, what the hell? What else? Oh, these are the accounts I'm showing, and my positions are mine. You know, it's like those are my positions. I'm not working with anybody else. I'm not cool. I'm not working with hedge funds. Or like that's kind of, it's like the same stuff as last time. So it's kind of interesting to see that stuff. So I'm like, all right, I gotta hop on a stream and just remind people, you know. And then what else? Like I'm not an institutional investor, you know. I'm not all this other stuff, and I am definitely not Paul Dano. All right. I don't know if you thought you were gonna tune in today. It was gonna be like Paul Dano on here, but I'm not Paul Dano. Okay.
GameStop roughly at the lows of the trading session.
I still haven't seen that movie. I haven't seen them. I've seen some clips. I've seen some clips, but I still haven't seen that movie.
GameStop
But
at
no,
the
I'm
lows
not
of the
Paul
trading
Dano.
session,
I'm
and
not
he's
Paul Dano
confirming that
either,
everything
so
that
I'm
he's been
sorry to
posting is
disappoint you.
him.
That's
So all the
what you're
rumors and
tuning in to see.
speculation and all
Oh,
the
no, I'm
craziness
causing it
out
to
on
go
FinTwix
down.
and conspiracy theories.
Causing it to go down. I need a
He's saying
button
are
that like
incorrect.
I press the button and it ejects me from this if the price is going down, or if I say something, oh boy, just press the button and get me out. But it is what it is. What am I gonna do? Yeah, so I just wanted to check in with you folks, remind you all that stuff, let you know that it's me, say what's up. Let me see this chat here. And yeah, so I mean, can I talk about GameStop? What can I say about GameStop? I mean, the funny thing is that I have a lot of the same feelings about everything. You know, it's you kind of. I mean, I've talked a lot about
New session lows on GameStop.
And, how I feel about the situation and all that. And I thought I wanted to hop on and kind of reiterate a lot of my viewpoints that I had previously. And yeah, I think, if you remember my previous thoughts on the company and the opportunity, there was kind of like a two-part thesis to it. And that second part of the thesis is a reinvention of the business model, or a transformation, whatever you want to call it. And I just, to remind people who, if you haven't seen my materials, is that we're in that second part of it here, where it's less about, I see over the past couple of years, I see an overemphasis on like that legacy business. And it's just, there's no it matters. It's not that it doesn't matter, of course, but they're in the transformation stage here. And what could they transform into? You know what I mean? There's a lot of question marks about that, understandably so. But essentially it becomes at this stage of that second part of the analysis, this transformation part, it becomes a bet on the management. You know, in particular, of course, Ryan fucking Cohen. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Cohen and his crew. And that's what folks are should be focused on. You know what I mean? And that's probably going to be an ongoing debate as to how people feel about him, whether he can successfully transform that business. And those are great discussions. And those are good discussions that need to be had. And so when I look at the situation, though, and I'm kind of going to be echoing some of the thoughts that I had previously, is that I feel like I see enough where I believe this guy might be able to do it, right? That's not a guarantee. This is the same thing as before. I mean, I'm not promised anything, but over the long term here, I think he seems like the type of guy. He seems like he has those characteristics, and the way he approaches this seems like he might be able to do this. But again, that's not a guarantee. This is kind of like, it's kind of based on feel. You've heard me say that, right? And so I have that feeling. I have this feeling, and I'm like, all right, let me reiterate some of these feelings that I have. But it remains to be seen, you know. And you should keep your eye on stuff too. Reserve the right to change your mind about stuff, just like I do. Don't follow anyone blindly. Nothing on this stream is advice. Hopefully, you all know that, right? This is the same thing. But like when I have a feeling about that, it's like, all right, well, let me share it. I could be wrong about stuff, but I think, all right, let's talk about it. And I don't know. I think he has the characteristics that he could do this. In particular, I think we can all agree GameStop finds itself in a very unique situation, just like it did last time, right? Not just in the gaming space per se, but you have a company where you actually have so many people rooting for it, right? They're rooting for it to work out, myself included. How often does that happen? That folks like really want it to work out, and it's a highly unusual position, and it's so unusual. You gotta,
I don't know,
the way you manage that situation.
GameStop at new session lows.
You gotta manage it the right way, and honestly, the way he seems to be doing it, I think he's from a distance here, right? I have no idea.
Yeah, he's betting on Ryan, I guess.
I don't. And I think he's kind of.
I don't know.
Seems to be taking the right approach, given this very unique situation that he finds himself, that the company finds itself in. You have a lot of investors kind of following what's happening.
People that say that he's actually a bad guy.
Kind of wanting it to work out. You know what I'm saying? That's very unusual. It's a very unusual
I don't know
situation.
the story about him.
And I don't know if there's not too much precedent for it. You see it with some other companies, especially when the CEOs or the managers are just so heavily investing themselves in the business, investing themselves in the turnaround. And there's some managers out there who are somewhat similar. So I see it in Cohen. So that I think that he has the type of he seems to be doing the right things. And I know the question marks will be, well, what has he done? What is he doing? What's the plan? You know, those are fair questions. But you know, do you really think he's been doing nothing, or that GameStop hasn't been strategizing, testing some things here and there, and how to move forward? I think that's pretty ridiculous. I think we've seen enough, in particular from him.
What doesn't make quite sense to me is
he's got a good head on his
That being the
shoulders, and
reason
he's-
for actually
again, we
that
haven't
big of
seen
a
anything.
position.
It's speculation. You can argue that, but honestly, the way he seems to be handling this, we
You know
don't
what I'm
know a
saying?
plan, and that's fair. But boy, you're right sizing the ship. You see, even the legacy business cutting costs, trying to stabilize some cash
doesn't
flows.
make
You know,
much
just trying to
sense,
stabilize that legacy business. But now it's all about the transformation.
But then again,
and
I didn't turn
that
$50,000
cash
into
pile
hundreds
is
of millions of
growing.
dollars.
It seems to be growing. Will
Halted
they
again
raise
at lows
more
of the trade
money?
session.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I see it, but if I think if you just change one
I
factor,
honestly don't
and
know what
that's
he's
that you
babbling
don't
about too
think
much.
Ryan
It's
Cohen
about
is a doofus, all
GameStop,
right?
I
If
guess.
you don't think he's a doofus and he's not a fool, if you don't think that, and all of a sudden, suddenly they're sitting on billions of dollars in cash, right? And you actually think not only is he not a doofus, but he's
He's talking about Ryan Cohen,
extremely
I guess the
talented
CEO.
in that he has the capability to turn this around. If you just, even if you don't agree
Waited a
with
long
that,
time
right?
for
Even
this.
if you don't believe
Woohoo.
it, that's fine. If you just pause for a moment and think about that, I think it really changes your mindset, and that becomes the bet. That becomes the bet, and I don't know. It's going to be a debate. But as time passes, you'll see more. That's the thing. I think some people say, "Oh, a lot of time has passed. We ain't seen shit," and that's fair too. But again, I think because of the uniqueness of the situation, I think generally in this type of case, being quiet, working on stuff behind the scenes, and thinking about what you're going to do, could be a good approach. That's not the end all be all, right? We'll see where it goes from there, but it's a good starting point. And I personally don't think 3 years is too long in this case. 5 years, 10 years, all right. Like if we all wait in 5 years, 10 years, and it's like, all right, we're gonna be going into the pet rock business.
The pet rock
Come
business,
on.
yeah, totally.
Reserve the right to change your mind, just like I do. That's how you should approach this.
Right.
But in this case, right, the absence of evidence is not evidence of absence, and it seems like people are quick to be like, oh, well, they haven't announced anything. The legacy business.
Hey, does it look like we're just hanging out together?
Therefore, it's over. You know what I mean? I think that's just kind of silly.
It's like we're
just
podcasting
because, I think it
together.
could be. It's just not proof of anything. Now, again, they start selling some pet rocks. You know, all right, okay, let's revisit this. But right now, there's some uncertainty about it, and it becomes a bet on the management. And you'll see that this is a thing in financial markets. It's unusual that it's a public company, but if you're dealing with like a venture capital opportunity or a startup company, this is often how it works, where you may have an idea,
Pet rocks.
or you might have a management team that you believe on, and that tends to be what you'll focus on. And do they seem like they have the right skill set to pull it off? That's the focus. I mean, that's what I mean. This is not unusual in financial markets generally. What might be unusual is that this is a public company, right?
Right,
and
right.
that you have non-institutional investors. You have non-institutional investors who are like making the case for it. That's
Gotcha.
highly unusual.
Yeah, totally.
But it's not unusual in financial markets. It's a little bit different this
different.
time around, and so it's just an ongoing argument, discussion, and we
Gotcha. Yes,
you
yes,
won't
yes.
really. No one knows for sure. I mean, especially me, right? You don't
Especially
follow
you.
anything I do. You see all my disclaimers and stuff. Same thing. None of
Totally.
this is advice.
Tell the people
I
more.
have an aggressive style. Blah blah blah. You know that stuff. But when you're dealing with these types of opportunities, right? I say it's unusual, but in financial, when you deal in these types of opportunities, you could lose it all.
You could.
You could lose everything.
You could,
They're
yeah, and that's what I
highly
was saying.
speculative in nature. You should know that.
But that's
These
why
are-
we gotta
these
go
are
all in
very
like you did,
risky
right?
Opportunities, and they are risky because there could be tremendous
YOLO.
upside if it works out. But that's the balance, and that's
Right,
why.
right.
In those types of opportunities that I'm talking about, that's the trade-off.
Gotcha.
Big potential opportunities, or you could lose it all.
Yeah, true,
And
true.
you kind of factor that into your analysis, and so
True. Into the
it's
analysis.
the same thing here. So it becomes kind of a bet on the team, and
Let's
from
get
what
it.
I've
Let's
seen
make
so
millions.
far, I
Bajillions.
think I
You
I reserve the right
crazy
to
man.
change my mind, as you should too. I'm a believer right now. Let's see though. 3 years. Let's see what happens from here. But I think with a significant amount of capital, I don't know. I think let's see. Let's see where it goes from here. But that's kind of a reiteration of a lot of stuff I said in my last stream. There was two parts of the thesis. Then this part of the thesis, if you remember, I ascribed at the time. I'm like, well, we can't even discuss this. It was like the bottom of that Word document that I had.
True.
I was like,
Yeah,
well, let's
I remember
discuss
that.
this when it comes. Well, it came. That kind of first part worked out, and now it's a
S&P
discussion about
500
this
coming
other
off
stuff.
a little bit here,
I mean, I'm
not
probably-
surprisingly.
you know me, I'm
GameStop
rambling now
at once
this
again the
point,
trading
but
sessions is the
probably-
lows.
let me pull that
Halted.
stuff. But that's I'm just reminding y'all that, you know, like that's gotta. Let's see where it goes from here. But hold on, did I pour? All right, you can't pour it all. Can I get that?
There you go. Show your drink.
What's a drink? My buddy hooked me up. My buddy hooked me up with
that looks pretty tasty.
What's a drinking strategy, baby? What's your drinking strategy? Clearly. I mean, look at the impact I'm having here. Where's that button to eject me out of this? Cheers, everybody. Huh? What's a drinking strategy? Let's do this. All right.
Yeah,
What now though? What now? I mean, now what do we do? I mean, I kind of got some of that stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
I should. Like, should I? Should I do? What else? Let me get some. Oh, you see that stuff there. Can I? Do I show? Oh, is it? Oh, it's frozen again. It's frozen again. Can I? Let me chat.
Yes.
Can I do a portfolio reveal? I've never done that on the stream before. Can I do like?
Why am I not?
Can I do the portfolio reveal? Is that okay? I think I can. I don't think there's any issue with that. I can. Yes, I can do that. Okay.
Let's see it.
Well, those YouTube rules. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me just check. Let me just make sure this is legit. Hunky dory. Oh, it's frozen right now. Oh, it's halted. I won't do it while it's halted. We'll wait till it's not halted. I think it's halted, right? Is my screen frozen? I think it's. Let's see if it starts moving again. It's kind of.
This guy's playing dumb, in my opinion.
Without refreshing the page. Oh, that's kind of nice. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll show you. These are the positions that is just like last time. The positions that I posted. Those are my only positions. There's no other positions. There's no other folks I'm working with. You know what I mean? It's like pretty similar to last time. So I saw people saying that. I'm like, oh, no, those are my only positions. I mean, does cash count as a position? Well, you see that. But, yeah, that's it. Those are my only positions. So, yeah, again, my aggressive style investing was almost certainly not suitable for y'all, right? I'll always say that. Risks are severe. You can lose everything. What I do is not a recommendation. You know that because I've said this all this time, you know. This is not. It's important to reiterate, though. It is. That's why I would do it in my streams previously too. You got to know that educational, just not an investing process, but also the risks involved. So I'll do that. I'll just show you. But yo, you see some of those headlines this week? I mean, I see.
I don't
some
know,
of the headlines y'all
That's
see.
actually a good point. I don't think he's. I think he's playing more dumb than he's
some of
leading.
the headlines. Whew.
That would be my personal guess, given the context of
about this situation.
But then again, those positions are crazy.
Like some of the headlines,
some could call that dumb, and some could call it luck.
Like,
but they seem pretty wild.
no.
I'd like to see his other trades. You know,
it reminds me of the Dark Knight.
Taking a trade that big and that size, I know that wasn't his first trade ever. So what was he doing prior to GameStop?
Like, no,
I'd love to see what that was. And then was he did come to a breaking point? He was like, I'm just going all in on this.
But yeah, so we're as far as some of that stuff
Hella
goes,
playing dumb, yeah.
navigating that, doing my best to navigate that. Yo, chat's crazy. Oh, happy birthday! Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the happy birthday wishes. Cheers, y'all. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Cheers, y'all. Early. Is this an yo GameStop? Was this an early birthday gift from y'all? You know, the early birthday gift of early earnings announcements and an offering. I guess. Cheers. I guess. You wrap it up in a gift or some shit. Oh, thank you, chat. All right. Yo, I can't. Oh, that's very. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, that's very nice of you. I kind of feel. I feel like I've been cosplaying as a streamer because I'm not used to having so many people on here. And like I'm saying, yo, chat, what up, chat? I mean, we used to. I mean, cheers to all the folks. We've had some good times over the years.
Didn't this guy run like a 4-minute mile?
Of course. My fellow Redditors.
That's
even
crazy.
On X now. What
That's
up,
wild.
X? Cheers to the X crew too. I mean, so many people on social media. It's pretty cool. I mean, like many of you, you know, you grew up. Still birthday thoughts. Cheers. You grew up on kind of the internet, right? You grew up with the internet, and I feel like a lot of us are in the same boat on that.
I need to get you into the
I think
headband,
that it's a little bit of a connection that not me, all of us, right? We all kind of have. It's a pretty unique generational type thing.
GameStop halts again every like 30
anyway,
seconds. It opens.
But I have on the stream in front. I've never had a ton of followers. Oh, you see how many people? Oh, damn! I don't even. Holy shit, 600K. Look at it. Oh, is that hair?
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
600,000 people.
I mean, is it time for a haircut, too? Oh, it's unhalted. It's unhalted. Okay. How do I do this? All right, let me just test something. No, is it it's halted again? Is it? Is it not halted?
S&P 500 catching a little bit of a bid here.
I think it's halted.
Pull up
I think it's halted again. It's halted.
Nvidia is still nicely
Everyone,
outside.
you're beating me to it. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it. Halts. Don't make me. Don't make me. Halted. Well, it's hard. I mean, this is at least I'm up to. I mean, no, at least I'm up to date on the stream. It's like a. I don't know how long you're supposed to have in between messages so that I can kind of.
600,000 people
like
plus are watching
but I
this.
really
That's
don't
crazy.
know what's appropriate. But
It's pretty awesome.
Record halter. Yeah, we gotta see what happens from here. We gotta see, but. All right, we'll see when it gets unhalted. What else? What other stuff to touch on here?
Well, we're sitting here waiting for the portfolio review.
Get down over there.
But price action keeps halting.
Get down. I was like, yo, shout out Brockton. I seen that. See, I'm gonna see like bits and pieces. I'm sorry. This is probably how streams usually work. This is right. Shout out. Let's go. I mean, shout out to so many folks. You know, I've been talking about social media and friends and family. Shout out to so many people. I know for some folks it's been a while since we touched base, and so this is an opportunity to say what up to everybody. Oh, damn. I know, but all right. What else? Still halted? Let me just check again. Still is. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat here. It's good beer. It helps. I mean, I don't want to take credit for the Celtics' victory last night too. I mean, sorry if you're not a big basketball fan here, but
it's true. He's just hanging out.
I mean, the green helps. Drinking the green during a game, I think does help. I think it does help. Halts are 5 minutes. Oh, I didn't even realize how long they were. Yeah, 600K. I'm reading all this. Oh, I'm not reading all of it. Just check it in. Give me some prompts, you know, to roll with here. Oh, damn. So still going. I know. I wish I had. I know. Well, this isn't really a traditional stream, I suppose, because a traditional stream we're kind of just shooting the shit, checking in on stuff.
It seems like what this is.
Oh, the halts are due to the stream?
Oh, the halts are due to the stream?
Oh, movies. All right, let's go.
That's how I know he's playing dumb.
Yeah, now we're talking. I mean, I'm sorry.
Almost like you have to play dumb,
sure.
so you don't get.
I know probably a lot of people tuned in for different reasons. We about to start talking about movies.
S&P 500 on a rip right now,
things.
going up into a nice area here, 5380 of liquidity.
Yeah, I know. Well,
GameStop still halted. Nvidia probably catching a bit here too.
I hope y'all enjoyed some of those memes. You know, you can see I worked.
Nice move from that little flag,
which is obviously extremely embarrassing, right? You think I don't know that? I know that, but I think it's kind of fun to work on them. I hope you think some of them are funny too. I think that's the internet in me, right? Some of y'all know, like that's as a professional lurker. Now I get to share something like, oh, here's something that I worked on too. But you know, it's been like a lifetime of entertainment. It's been pretty cool to like, all right.
S&P 500 is moving pretty nicely here. Give me a second.
Not just the memes, but kind of a lot of the stuff I do. It's fun to. It's just it can be fun. Although I see some people, right? I'll work on the memes and they were like, oh yeah, when they were like, oh,
S&P 500 coming up to that 5375 level. NQ at new highs of the trading session. Market net flow.
Like, oh no, I mean I'm not a professional video editor or anything like that. But oh, it hurts. It hurts. I'm doing my best here. I'm trying to learn.
Haven't tagged a daily expected move for the trading session. I'm always feels like the market's.
It's fine. I know
now that we got through the.
But it's
so far, the roaring Q stream.
I'm trying my best.
The market's kind of proceeding to do what it wants to do now.
Ooh, all right. It's unhalted. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
Nvidia's
do
ripping.
it.
All right,
Don't try
he's gonna
to
show us.
don't try to do it. All right, let me bring it over here. I think it's fine if I bring this over. Let me check. Let me refresh. Oh, we got it. All right, I'm gonna bring it over.
He's gonna show us
Don't
portfolio.
hold it. Don't hold it. There you go. All right, there you go. Is it on the chat there? There you go. All right. Cheers. Cheers. I got it up there. So those are my only positions. You know, as you know about me, I'll take. It's a true YOLO again, I suppose. Depending on, I know there's some cash there. That's what I mean. It depends on your positions, but it's another YOLO again. You know what I'm saying? It's how I roll. So that's that there. But I seen those headlines. E-Trade. I see those headlines. I gotta check. I'm checking in every day. I'll log in. I'm like, are my positions still there? Are they still there? Let me check. They're still there. Wait, they're still there. Okay, they're still there. I wasn't even like paying attention to the details. They're still there. But each morning I'm like, I don't know what's happening. So I go, all right, well, don't make me, but E-Trade, I'll do this with HTML. I'll do that. Don't make me remove it. I know how to do that. I'm just kidding. No, I'm going to put it back. We're good. Those positions are there. But I'll do it. I'll remove it. Don't make me. Don't make me do it. Don't make me. I'll delete that from the HTML. I will. All right. Mr. Robot Hacker here. You know, I learned a thing or two, and I know how to delete that. I don't want to do it. But I can. I'm just messing, people. Okay, it's still. I put it back. No, but see, I see those headlines too. Y'all see them. I see them. We're like, what the hell?
This is wild.
I mean, waking it
That
up.
is a
You know
crazy
that
position.
meme too, where the guy wakes up and it's like all green. He's like, oh, he's squinting. He's like, oh, he's waking up looking. I feel like that's me in the morning some days. I'm waking up and I'm squinting. I'm seeing the stuff. I'm like, what? I'm like, what
Take
the
a look
hell
at
did I
GameStop
do,
now while you
man?
show the portfolio,
So that's
which
where
is
we're at right
absolutely
now.
crazy.
Oh, did it go down? Oh, is it halted again?
Halted, yeah.
Oh, it's halted. Well, that's where it was, right where that's where we're at the halt. See, I wait until the halt because if it's halted, it doesn't show the stuff, so it needs to be unhalted. I don't know why it does that. It just is. And so, yeah, there you go. That's where it is for now. That could go down. It's going down. In general, educational advice here in general, not specific to games. But remember, with all investments, okay, especially ones I'm involved in because they're inherently very risky, they go up, they go down. You can't explain that. They go up, they go down. You can't explain that. No, but you should be aware of the risks going into any position. But again, especially ones I deal in because they tend to be extremely volatile. I like to think that
crazy.
I have a good sense of,
so
of
crazy.
my thesis, but I get stuff wrong. I have historically. I will again in the future. Could be. It's always important for you to understand.
Well, he's down
that.
today,
And
$235 million.
And so,
but he's up.
I get a feeling. If I have this feeling, I act
value
on it. And that's.
is
I make that joke in one of my YouTube videos. It's based on feel, but it's like a confluence of factors. And the easiest way to just describe it is it's this feel that I have, and at the foundation in this case of my feeling, right at the foundation of it is kind of that long-term outlook.
Logic on the halt is volatility.
This type of company has the prospects.
This is crazy.
That it could work out well over the long term. In the short term, we'll see.
He gets a pass on acting weird, given the context of this portfolio.
It's like a collection of things.
Whoa.
And but always risks. But honestly, I mean, you think it's a joke. I guess it's a little bit of a joke because that's based on feel. Whoa, let's see. Where's my? Do we do that? I mean, do we have questions to ask it? I mean, I'm not only. Oh, someone beat me to the 8 ball. I just saw your chat. So you beat me to it. I just reached for it. I just grabbed it, but y'all beat me to it. I don't know what to ask it though. I don't know what to ask. Can I ask an 8 ball? Can I? I feel like I can. I don't think.
There's no way that this. Like I just.
What's the date today? The 7th?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, can I do?
He has to be playing
dumb.
dumb.
Before I do the 8 ball. Oh well. Can I show a chart? Can I analyze a chart? I feel like it can analyze.
I wonder what
chart,
he's like, just like regular.
It's not a science. Can I look at the chart a little bit? Here, I'm gonna move this over. It's halted anyway.
All right, I gotta hop on a phone call.
Check out that chart though, huh? Can I do charts real quick? Can I do charts? Y'all might have seen this too, but wasn't that kind of funny? Like it comes down to like right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that line right there. It came down. Well, I don't feel like drawing it right now. I'm just going to use this as the draw. Like, you get that? Oh, man, I'll draw it. Whatever. Do I have a lawyer in the room? No, but maybe I should. And I should give them control of that button. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Don't say that. Don't eject him. Eject him. Where's that button that I can press? Sorry, I'm only gonna catch some of these. I'm gonna catch the ones
He's got
that
his
are
attorney
going
here.
through there.
I bet you that's why it took so long to get the screenshot up, or not the screenshot, but the portfolio up.
Advice?
He's probably like, "Yep, it cleared. You can go. You can post it."
You know, or I mean, you play. You look at that. Oh, you see that one? You know what color that one is because you can't see it. Sorry, I'm jumping around here, but you know how my mind works. But was this one played?
GameStop just halts after halts after halts.
Did someone play that and I didn't see it?
I got a call from Kitty's attorney.
Like someone might have played that, and I was like, oh, I missed that. I missed that. But there's always that.
The wild card.
There's always that. Do I have any others? Oh, there's a couple. Those are the three. I feel like those are the three funniest ones, you know? All right, okay, wait. What was it? Oh, what'd you 8-ball? Well, hold on.
Honestly, I'd probably be acting the same way if all of a sudden I had
can I draw? Hold on.
plus $1 million
see if I remember how to
from a
do
trade.
this.
Let's be real. I think all of us would be.
Right there. All right, look at that. Look at that. Right at 10. Huh? Look at this. It's like jumping up and jumping down. And it was like right there. This is all a test. This is all a test. But you see that, and then you see I'm going to do another one right there. I don't know. It's not a size, but you see that. That's bull. That chart was just bullish. You know, I feel like most technical analysts would agree with that. That doesn't mean it's something that's going to automatically do something. Of course not. Technical analysis is wrong all the time. But it can be an indication of something. So you see that. I mean, no, we used to do charts. We used to do charts back in the day. I think it can be fun. But anyway, I saw folks mentioning that. I had it open. I just wanted to check that out. But that's always fun. It's always fun to do. But you never know. It's always a test, educational. If it works, if it doesn't work, whatever. I always think that's funny. But all right, the 8-ball. 8-ball. Well, first of all, I need to sip though.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. It's crazy. I'm gonna hop off my stream too.
Well, we
soon.
need to figure out what we're gonna ask.
Yeah, the dumber he acts, the better it is legally if he actually is charged or something.
Can you do? Oh, let me see. Toss out some questions. Toss out some questions as to what we might ask. Oh, it's going down more. Oh no! See, technical analysis. See, it's going down more now. See, that's how ineffective it can be at times. Right? You even pull up a chart sometimes. You even pull it up. Ugh, forget about it. Forget about it. Will we end green? All right, that's one. Exercising, that's one. Will Celtics win? That's a great one. A lot of good ones here. Damn, I don't know what the appropriate one is.
GameStop.
Is today the day to do it? Is today the day to ask this something? It does
Back to
seem
trading.
like that. Like there's a lot of moving parts.
Just recently hit a low, 28.44.
Huh. I don't know. Maybe today's not the day to do it. Should it be another day? I don't know. I don't know. It's down so much today. I don't know. I don't know about ending. Oh, now it's going fast again. I'll think about it. Because the question's got to be good. If all y'all remember, like the question is really, that's the important part. You got to get it. You got to get that.
All right, let's take a look at the markets here.
And I see a lot of good ideas
crazy
here,
to me.
but I'm not sure what might be best.
Give me a second here.
We'll see. I'm not gonna do it now. I'm gonna table this. Literally gonna table it for perhaps another time. I don't know.
S&P 500 pulling up to around that 53.75 still. NQ is roughly at highs of the trading session. Market net flow.
Appropriate question could be. I'm not sure.
Still
plus
bearish divergence, no convergence gives us chop.
I don't know.
Market's up about 26 basis points on the trading session so far.
I want to double check on
I've
that.
yet to put on a single trade today. It's just not my type of price action.
Oh shit.
Roaring Kitty stream.
No, do it now.
Exciting. Little underwhelming. But nonetheless, very entertaining. GameStop since him coming out, still just kind of sitting around lows of the trading session.
Oh, let me just.
The crazy thing is, if he says one thing actually about anything, his position more specifically, what he's going to do, we'll see this thing just move. But right now, they've just been kind of halting it to slow down the volatility, and it is very volatile.
Keep going, keep them coming, keep them coming. Oh, I want to ask something. I know we often focus on price action, which is understandable. Like, is there?
You might be right, Reese.
Could you ask like a
trading it though is a whole different thing, you know. Yeah, this thing could. I mean, who knows? This thing could just.
It seems like that's a hot debate.
Rip in the aftermarket session. What he did do, he let us know that he's still in his position.
I think that's so fun. I think it's.
There's always a reason as to why you do that. Why would you let
But that doesn't mean whatever
700,000 people that you're still in a position,
right? That don't mean that, but
because you don't want them thinking you're out of the position, right?
That would be a different thing. Where it's usually price action. Ooh. So many good ones. I don't know. There's a nice easy one. What should we have for dinner? Oh. We'll wait. I'm gonna wait. We'll wait. So we table it. So at least we got.
How's everyone doing today? Anybody trading anything?
We got the discussion going as to what the question should be. We got the discussion going. Plant some seeds. Let's think about it. Oh no!
Gold selling off. Let's take a look.
Right
we keep on hitting lows for GME. This thing, careful on GME, dude. Like this thing could snap.
It might be time.
Snap up. It could snap down. Let's see what some other names are doing. AMC is bouncing off the lows of the trading session.
Oh, that would be.
FFIE was one that people were looking at all over the place. Very unclear trading session. I think the clearest trade of the day, which I didn't take, was this NVIDIA just coming out of its opening range.
Clearly.
I think that to me was like the clear shot right there. Right. Nice breakout, and then it came out of the opening range.
That should be apparent.
That was pretty much it.
I think even the 8 ball would agree with that, right? But it's kind of fun. I think there's some other off people who feel like me. Gives me a sense of comfort. Yeah, y'all are off too. Y'all are off too. We're off together. We're off together. You know, the crazy sticks together. Crazy sticks together in a way. Huh? Isn't there
gold
a sense
off
of
about 2.65% on the trading session? That's a pretty big hit.
Honestly, I joke, but I think there is.
Dollar at highs of the trading session today. Big move in the dollar. So while this is going on, I think no one's really paying attention to just how big of a candle that is.
I think
today in the dollar.
For now, we're gonna end the stream. I think we're gonna end the stream now.
Same with the 10-year yield. He's talking about ending the stream right now.
Let's end it.
I'm gonna probably be doing the same thing. GameStop at the lows of the trading session.
Let's restart it. All right, let's restart. Let's restart it. Let's restart it. Let's restart the stream. Oh man. What's it gonna do? All right. I just see it. Oh no, he doesn't got shit. Oh no. Oh, he's legit crazy. Oh no. Oh, we thought he wasn't crazy. That's your bad for thinking I'm all there. You know what I'm saying? Oh damn. That's your bad. I'm not. Is it halted? Oh, just saying that halted the stock. I'm sorry, but that's funny.
Oh, so he's aware.
That's funny. I don't know. I think it is.
He's aware now.
Well, all right, okay, if that's the case, I think we're gonna end the stream now. We're gonna end it now, and let's see what happens.
Awesome. As far as the dollar move goes,
I'm gonna do one. Let's do one final cheers. Thank you everybody for coming. I mean, this is
vodka. This is what real men drink.
Boy, this is you're a rereal streamer when you're like talking to the chat like that. Oh, I have a lot of respect for. I mean, the real streamers, day in, day out, grinding and stuff
just
like that.
Water.
Obviously, I already have a lot of respect, but now seeing this and even doing all this stuff yourself, holy, I mean, geez.
Yeah, the dollar move a little concerning because of the negative correlations it has with certain assets. So that big move, I would look at gold. What's gold doing? Gold is responding to that move in the dollar today. Silver is responding to that move in the dollar. Copper is responding to the move in the dollar.
Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. It's just, whether there's 0 people or a lot, it's always it's nice to have folks
Got that
hanging out.
moonshine.
Hanging out. You can hang out in person.
Just water.
You can hang out online. You can just, a lot of us, I don't know, share thoughts and have a good time. And I think that's great. I think that's great. Cheers. Cheers to y'all for now. Cheers. Cheers. I think I got to chug now. It's, like I said, it's in 5 o'clock now, 6 o'clock somewhere now.
Go, go, go. Chuck, 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 chuck. Woo!
Oh, shit.
Just kidding. Oh, chuck.
What's your drinking strategy, baby? I don't know.
I can't wait
What's
for
that?
the weekend, dude. I'm ready for vacation,
that?
people. This is hilarious.
All right.
Good times, man.
All right. Cheers to y'all. Thank you for coming by. We'll see what happens from here. I don't know.
I feel like
We'll
you
see.
do know.
Actually, I forget how to end this, though. For real. I'm not even joking. I think I'm going to press something there.
Dude, what if he forgot to end the stream and all of a sudden he gets
No,
out
I
of
do that.
character
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
and
All right.
says something
Cheers
crazy?
to y'all. I'll see y'all around.
Oh
Happy
my
Friday.
gosh.
Have a nice night. Have a good weekend. I'll see y'all around. Adios. Oh. All right. For real. Peace.
Ah. All right. Closed out the stream. That was kind of underwhelming, but still nonetheless entertaining. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the markets. I'm going to be ending stream here too. We're at the lows of the trading session in GameStop. We took out yesterday's low on the day, on the dizzy. Whoa, what the dang? I'm floating around like a little floater. GameStop's back to being halted. Apple's leading the way up almost 1%, sorry. 93 basis points. Nvidia up about 0.5%. This one still cranks up higher. This was the trade today. I didn't enter into it going into this stream. That was something that I probably would have traded if I was a little bit more prepared myself. Meta just kind of floating around, and then Google's flat on the trading session, coming off a little bit here too. Let's go ahead and look at the Market Watch tab. Everything looks pretty much decently green on the day to rather flat. It's a whatever type of day, right? S&P 500 is 27 basis points. That stream just ended. We still have yet to tag a daily expected move. Looking at market net flow, it's still a bearish divergence, and we're kind of losing convergence. So just keep in mind, there's always a possibility that we come back down to the weekly expected move. We're pretty far outside of it right now, but that would be the higher probability. Would I trade that short? Not really. I'm calling it quits. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. I hope all of you do too. And I'm going to be going on vacation, so I may not be able to get a video out or do much come Monday, Tuesday. But we'll see. If you're in the Discord, I'll be posting, obviously, the weekly expected moves and getting all that information out. Per usual, I may be in and out of service, though. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. It was fun. Thanks for sticking around. It was an interesting stream nonetheless. Okay. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Red, Luke, Kevin from the north. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in. Thanks, everybody over there. Trader Jen, Super Beef, Patty, Marmot, FT Trader. Appreciate y'all being here. Yeah. Go enjoy your weekend. Get some air. Yeah. Thanks, Maria. Thanks, David. Thanks, Old Testament. Bye. We'll end the stream like Roaring Kitty. Okay, ready? Okay, now